sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Man, my mic sounds crazy today, doesn't it?
No, you sound normal.
I sound normal, or do I sound hot?
You sound really hot.
Hot.
No, not hot, but hot.
I mean, that's a whole other thing. Overmodulated is what you would sound like.
Overmodulated.
Overmodulated.
Good morning. Okay, good morning, Mr. Rob Thompson. How are you, friend?
Mr.
How are
Modulation.
you?
We made it to Thursday, my brother. Well, we made it to Thursday. Might not have brought our equipment with us, but we're here in spirit.
Yeah, Minix was probably, I don't know, drooling on this thing. I don't know what he does, but I blame him. And I know he was here because the seat was up real high.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him yesterday, so yeah, I blame him.
He was up here, and this thing was working when I left it. I'll just say that. Good morning, Victor Brown. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
Like that Wimby shirt. Like that Wimby tee.
Yeah, my son got it for me.
Game day balla.
Yes.
Yes, right.
Well, friends, it is Thursday. There is football happening this evening. What a time
To be alive.
What kind of an interesting game.
It matters.
Interesting game, yeah. Although the point spread's getting a little outrageous.
Maybe no love, just enough out there to take some San Francisco money.
It may have pushed me that way. And if you were able to get the Rams early in the week at around 6.5, you will probably feel really good about having the 49ers at 8.5 and looking for that saucy middle is what we'd love. Oh, that's the best. We can win 2 bets at once. But yeah, a little intrigue in that game tonight, I'd say.
Still got baseball. We got pivotal games today.
Win or go home. We end up with 3 elimination games out of the 4 series. So good wild card baseball. The only team sent packing already is the Cincinnati Reds. Good
Poor
try,
bastards.
boys. Good try.
Did you see where they haven't won a playoff series since '95?
That sounds about
the
right.
longest drought in baseball.
That sounds about right.
The big red machine has broken down on the side of the road.
Reds. I still remember my dad. I'm pretty sure the most money my dad ever lost on a sporting event was the Cincinnati Reds and the Oakland A's in the World Series when the Reds won the World Series. It was like 1990, I think.
That might have been. Sounds about right.
I don't even know. I was 10 years old, but I know it was enough that it
well, that was the year.
It changed my dad's spirits for a while. I'll say that. He was not.
That was when the A's were on a pretty wicked run. That was when Gibson finally put that to sleep.
It was that was
the year after.
So remember, the A's made it 3 years in a row and only won one of them. So 88, I think, was the Dodgers. The Dodgers beat them.
So that was Kirk Gibson was 88.
88. 89 was the Earthquake series, the A's Giants, which they won, and then 90 was the Reds, and they lost. I think they got swept, in fact, by the Reds.
That was the year that because the Reds swept them and didn't win a home game or get to play a home game, Marge Schott, the owner of the Reds, refused to pay for the party for the Reds because they won too fast. This is a true story. Because they won too fast and she didn't get the home gate. It cost her an extra home gate. Cost her home gate and was so mad at the team she didn't give them a team party.
That's funny. Well, she also, that's probably the...
She was also a closet Nazi.
That's like
there's some other stuff.
That's like the 5th meanest thing she did that week.
She was. What a great era in baseball when a woman like Marge Schott could own a baseball team.
What a great name she was.
Oh, she looked exactly like she sounds.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Yeah. My team played well, but a little too well. Not a great woman, But hey, what are you gonna do? All right, friends, we got plenty to talk about. Either way, though, it is a small Friday, as Rob likes to call him. Yoshinobu Yamamoto got the job done yesterday for the Dodgers. They are the first team.
Who's their closer?
What is the guy's name that's been closing for them? They've been.
It's an all-Asian closing team last year.
Yeah. They've been
wicked, man. Wicked.
They have been through it with the injuries, and then they still have a little bit with pitching. I thought maybe I was wrong about who who closed the game for them last night. It was Roki Sasaki came in. Yeah, he's typically he was the guy who was supposed to be like their big star starting pitcher, and he hasn't been. But Yamamoto, brilliant, 6 2/3, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts. I would say that is very good. Very good. Shohei Ohtani will pitch Game 1 of the NLDS now, and that's going to be
some must-see TV there, baby.
We've got us a series lined up between the Phillies and the Dodgers. That is going to be something. So, that's a good series on deck, and all the other ones we get a Game 3, so we get drama. Wasn't really expecting. So I didn't realize this, but since they've gone to this format, the team that lost Game 1 has not won the series. So Game 1 has eventually has so far at least been now it's a small sample.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Years.
I think it's pretty typical of a 3-gamer. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but in a 3-game series, the team that wins Game 1 has won every time since they've gone to this format.
Yeah.
Now, pretty rare that we're going to get, like I said, 3 Game 3s out of this thing, and I doubt that holds up now. I'm sure one of the teams that.
Oh yeah, the numbers will come back to normal, but you want to. I mean, you want to be the team with a little bit of a safety net.
Yeah, and also
winning 2 straight in the playoffs, that's hard work.
Also, when you consider that there is like home field advantage doesn't switch.
Not really. Not
so
at all.
You play all 3 games in one building.
And if you're deep enough to have 3 pitchers, you deserve to move on. Yeah, I mean that's kind of it.
So yeah, interesting stuff there, and interesting stuff with the lines tonight, with the football game tonight, especially on the 49ers side.
I think we're going to get into this, but I think the 49ers are in for a long conversation about their quarterback.
Yeah, no Brock Purdy again tonight. That has been announced. Also, no Ricky Pearsall and no Jawan Jennings. So who
are they going to throw the ball to?
Is Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle, I guess. That's it.
Was Kittle playing?
I guess maybe he's not. He's not playing either.
Playing.
Oh, it's gonna be Christian McCaffrey, who, by the way, that's the thing.
He'll get hurt later.
He's not hurt yet. But the unkept secret about Christian McCaffrey is he's not running the football very well, and nobody knows that because his fantasy points are good. And they say, oh, well, if his fantasy points are good, then he must be playing well.
Come on, that's all that matters.
Because that's all that matters to a lot of people.
Jeez.
But he has not run the ball well, and Shanahan offenses require you to run the ball well for them to work. So if he's not running well, it's going to be hard for Mac Jones back there.
There's reasons San Francisco can do something.
Well, certainly.
Yeah,
but
this is going to be an interesting game.
We just saw the line opened at 3.5 and is now out to 8.5. Is that a massive overreaction? I don't know.
I think it is.
Because I don't know how big the drop-off should be from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones. I don't think it's
that big. To be real honest, I think San Francisco's going to have to look in the mirror and go, what have we done?
This ain't Lamar Jackson to Cooper Rush. This ain't Joe Burrow to Jake Browning.
In fact,
this is
there's some things that Jones can do that Purdy can't. On his best day. So, I mean, just mobility alone, I think, is going to be a little bit different. So, there's some reasons to be concerned if you're a Ram fan with this big line.
Yeah.
You might walk home with a win, but not with a cover.
No doubt. Oh, we've got now. This might come as a surprise. There's lady basketball drama. I mean, yeah, like I thought all they do is show up and dribble, and they just go to work with their hard hats and earn their $50K a year. But oh no, there's drama.
What happened?
The collision that Nafisha Collier had with Alyssa Thomas. That remember all that Nafisha Collier was peeved about the officiating and things. Well, it turns out 3 ligament tears in her ankle and a muscle tear in her shin.
Ouch!
But that wasn't a foul. I mean, it was unfortunate. It was contact. I won't get it, but it wasn't a foul.
Well, the Lynx coach got ejected over it.
Well, I mean, I think it was a sum total of a lot of stuff, but that particular play wasn't a foul.
No, it was just it was just Nafisha Collier getting hit with a sledgehammer in the leg.
Kind of was. I mean, it was awful, but it
And
wasn't a foul.
Not a foul.
Well, I have a theory on this, and I think I'm right on what's going on here. And it feels like a worst-case scenario for the players. And I'll get into why.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, I guess I feel kind of the opposite, but maybe
I'll get into why because, there are things on the horizon with the WNBA that they're going to have to deal with.
Okay. Well, I think I guess you're talking. Well, you know what? We'll see what Rob's talking about later on in the show. How about that?
That was cryptic.
I love that. I love like.
But this feels like a plot arc that we're just beginning with.
All right. Well, we'll talk that. We'll talk baseball. We'll talk football. We got plenty to get into. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Mostly road work to get in your way. 35 northbound, Pat Booker Road to 1604. Various lanes blocked. A little bit of a delay from O'Connor. Heavier on 35 southbound, Randolph Boulevard on down to 410. This road work also has various lanes blocked and causing about a 25, 30-minute delay. On Loop 410 eastbound, McCullough over to Harry Wurzbach. 2 right lanes blocked with road work. Stop and go from San Pedro. And in the clearing stages, this road work at 1604 eastbound Bitters on over to Blanco Road. Hopefully they'll pick up these construction cones soon. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples. Starting October 5th, enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples store. From tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Specs, Costco, and Alamo City Liquor.
Kinetico water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Kinetico of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at KineticoSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
When your name's on the paint job, your primer better hold up. Painters trust Kills primers for serious adhesion, stain blocking, and a finish that lasts. Now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same day or next day delivery, or order online and pick it up in store. Kills primers. Pro results faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm a plumber and needed to get work in the door.
So business was going down the drain?
Yeah, I went to Staples. They printed yard signs, business cards, even flyers to leave at supply stores.
But at what cost, man?
Well, I saved $125 on my order, and now I'm booked solid. Boom!
Back at ya. For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
George Gets Justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George Gets Justice. GetGeorge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody.
I saw Ricky Bobby last night.
Give me 3 steps. You watched Ricky Bobby last night?
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
I'm watching an older show, Mayor of Easttown.
Good show.
It's very good
I
so
haven't seen
far.
that.
Yeah, I'm 3 episodes in.
It's got what's her name from Titanic.
Yeah, Kate Winslet.
Oh, really?
She's a cop.
And it's got the guy from, he was in the X-Men movie and the Deadpool movies, the guy that like he runs so fast. Quicksilver. Time runs so, he goes so fast that he slows down time.
Right.
He just beats everybody up while they're in slow motion.
Not in this thing.
No, that'd make it even cooler.
Entirely different
It would
plot
be awesome.
twist to this if he was a superhero.
But it does make me, Mayor of Easttown does make me distrust people from the northeast part of the country, where it just seems like.
You mean Yankees?
Yeah, like if something bad's going around, they just might murder you, like randomly. Like, oh, you got some.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. Well, how do I solve my problem? I don't know, murder.
There we go. Taken care of.
Yeah. Jeez, man. Like maybe get a lawyer? I don't know.
Don't get a pistol.
Aren't they supposed to be so aren't they supposed to be so much further advanced than us Southern folk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're more sophisticated.
Well, I hope Neil Young will remember.
Southern man don't need him around.
That's
anyhow.
right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob.
That's the least I can do.
Exactly. All right. Rob, before we went to break, Rob was hinting about what's going on with the WNBA and the assumption that a league that had really unprecedented momentum in the last 2 years, doesn't it feel like someone threw the emergency brake?
Well,
and it might get worse.
Well, you got to keep in mind, at the end of this month, the players' agreement expires.
Yeah.
So this is all this confluence of a lot of things that we saw coming. We saw Caitlin and that young bunch of blood coming in, and that brought in oceans of money and so much more coverage and league expansion. We got people buying in. Now owners are actually making money for the first time ever. They're starting to, I shouldn't say make money, they're breaking even. And they can see a profit around the corner. For these owners that have owned the WNBA for 20 years and consistently lost money on paper, but we all know they're making some money somehow, or they wouldn't be in it. But now the money is here. So you've got this commissioner who is disliked by most.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a pretty good thing. I mean, kind of, if your commissioner is disliked by ownership and by players, probably doing a pretty good job. But I don't think anybody can say that Kathy Engelbert at this time in the WNBA is doing a very good job.
I don't even like her name, Engelbert.
So given this situation, I think the owners are setting up for this. This is an ideal situation. The players hate her. It is evident that they're not a player from rookie to old vet that likes this. She is going to lead negotiations for the owners who are finally trying to extract some return on investment.
Yeah.
They're finally getting some cash in where they can finally go reupholster their boat. Because they have been able to do that over the last 5 years because they've been putting money in the WNBA. They've got Engelbert set up to be the fall guy here because there is no way in hell any sport can fire a commissioner because one lady wrote a letter. That just isn't going to happen. They're not going to cede that kind of power ever to a player. But I'll tell you this, there is no way that Kathy Engelbert survives these negotiations. She's going to go in there with a hammer, and she's going to try to fight them off to the point where finally the owners can go fire her, bring in a savior to help the players to get them a little bit more money, but still let the owners' return on investment happen.
Yeah.
So I get the sense that this is the best thing that could have happened for ownership is now the players, it's well documented now. There's a problem with owners, with the management. We have a problem with referees. But now we're going to have a problem with money. Yeah. And she's going to lead negotiations. So I get the sense that the league is quite happy that they know that Engelbert is now the most hated person in women's professional sports, and she's going to lead the negotiations to try to keep some of this money that's coming.
I always knew I would one day be surpassed as the most hated person in women's sports.
She certainly has achieved it.
She's beat me.
When you tell Caitlin you better get on your knees and thank God you have the WNBA, that's a surefire way to make yourself a heel.
The labor agreement, the collective bargaining agreement, expires on Halloween, so that is exactly 4 weeks from tomorrow.
So I would get the sense that we're looking at a strike, and if there's not a strike, there's probably going to be a lockout. Well, no, the owners would certainly like to just run this back again.
Sure,
$75,000 to start, but we all know they're going to pay a little bit more. It's just to be how much, and how much are they going to let it fester before they fire current commissioner and bring in somebody as a savior and then ease the strife and get the league on time, on par for next season.
So this reminds me a bit of the UFC in a way, because the UFC also for a long time was not a profitable business. When Dana White and the Fertitta brothers bought it, there was a point where Lorenzo Fertitta called Dana and was like, I'm losing all my family's money.
Right.
These are casino magnates. He's like
Houston types too.
They're like, you're burning through all my money. I can't keep doing this. And then he's like, you know what? Let's give it one last shot. Let's go forward and see what happens. And then it starts to turn a profit. And then the first media deal hits, and all the fighters were like, hey, man, we want to get really paid now.
No, man.
And the UFC was like, dude.
I'm in the whole $100 million here.
Yeah. So, but now the UFC just did, this is now 20 years down the road, they did a new media agreement that doubles what they were getting from ESPN to go be on CBS.
So the players are.
And now the fighters are like, oh, finally.
A little something for us.
But here's what the UFC does differently than every other pro sport. All their financials are a secret.
Oh, because
they're privately owned. So they can say, Dana will just say, oh, trust me, the fighters will get more. The fighters will get more.
Over my dead body.
The lady basketball players, like, we're going to see it on paper.
Yeah, they're
going to
know exactly what's coming in. And always remember, the key to these negotiations is how much of the pie do the players get. They're looking for, 50,
51, 50.1,
and the owners
whatever.
are going to come into this going, you're going to get about 35% of the pie because the rest of the other 30% is going to the banks for the loans I've taken out for the last, and whether they are or they aren't, I don't know. And the rest is going to be my natural profit, and that's where the wiggle room's going to be, and that's where somebody like Engelbert's going to get fired. It'll be a time during the negotiations where the owners can swoop in and look like the heroes. Hey, players, you're right. You deserve a little bit more, and bring in a commissioner that achieves a vote, and they can carry on. But it's not going to be a smooth landing for next season. It's going to be a bumpy off season.
Yeah, because and the whole thing is it's. When you've got money for the first time, how do you divvy it up? Mm-hmm. And it's almost like it's like a band.
And everybody's right. The old heads are right. The young heads are right. The owners are right. Everybody deserves, but not everybody gets.
And this is, a lot of people say this is what was the big strife with the Beatles, like whose name went on the songwriting credits.
Yeah, I wrote the song. Well, I played the drums.
Yeah, and then how much money am I getting versus? It gets ugly anytime the money gets involved, But yeah, I would expect that at least on opening day proper of next season's WNBA season, we won't be talking about lady basketball being played on the floor.
I don't think they'll. I do believe this is going to be a protracted, prolonged, bitter fight.
And I'm actually looking at a chart right here. One of those graphs that show like the sales and the it's showing here as WNBA profits have gone up. It's congruent with green dildo sales, and projections are a massive drop-off for both.
But think of the sponsorship opportunities to even add to the pie. I mean, just to add even more money if you're willing to do this.
But
we could bring in oceans of money.
Let's just get on our knees and pray that the green dildo business survives this lockout or this because what imagine a world? Loss. Yeah, imagine if you could only get blue ones or purple ones. Like it's just all the green ones just gone. I mean, that would be.
You don't want the red ones.
Oh, no. But, I mean, Rob, a guy like you walk into an arena with that shirt on, you want the dildo to match.
Well, don't we all? It's all about coordinating.
You
got to coordinate.
Yeah. Like, you think I'm going to walk in and just pull out
no kidding. Did we get a memo or something?
Pull out a pocket of...
Both agree. What the hell's going on?
I have on a black shirt today.
A big floppy pink one? Well, that's... Yeah. I mean, why do you have on a black shirt? Because you are a black dildo guy. Like, that's your favorite. But the WNBA requires a certain tool for the job, and it's green.
They won't even let them in the building anymore.
I know.
That's why there's going to be a strike.
Lots of concern across all markets.
Wow.
All right, let's hit a break.
You took a direction I didn't see.
It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Mostly road work to get in your way. 35 northbound, Pat Booker Road to 1604. Various lanes blocked. A little bit of a delay from O'Connor. Heavier on 35 southbound, Randolph Boulevard on down to 410. This road work also has various lanes blocked and causing about a 25, 30-minute delay. On Loop 410 eastbound, McCullough over to Harry Wurzbach. 2 right lanes blocked with road work. Stop and go from San Pedro. And in the clearing stages, this road work at 1604 eastbound Bitters on over to Blanco Road. Hopefully, they'll pick up these construction cones soon. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma, too.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656 Pure Connecticut.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you gonna do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something?
Boat wins!
Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing?
Boat wins!
Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing?
Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-511-3535. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider, 800-511-3535. That's 800-511-3535. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-511-3535.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're going to talk some Cowboys football with the COO, Stephen Jones.
He joins us at 4:30 to talk about a tie and that long injury list heading into the game against the New York Jets.
And the Houston Texans finally got a win, but the Astros are out of the playoffs. The General, John McClain, he might be a little sour.
Might.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I get to explain something today.
What?
Yeah. I like to be a professor.
Professor?
Yeah, I'm very smart. I'm very smart. I have a lot of the answers.
Really?
Anybody who tells me they're smart.
Like Dr. Hoffman?
When people say, hey, I'm really smart, what do you think the moment someone says that to you? Hey, man, trust me, I'm smart.
Probably a moron.
Yeah.
And in this case,
I'm glad you told me you're smart.
Nail on the head. Claymore says, my main issue with WNBA fan base, especially on social media, they will make noise yet don't buy tickets to basketball games. Why make all this noise and contribute nothing towards revenue? Go buy merchandise gear for your league. Here's where I'm going to teach you guys about a little thing that's it's now become a part of the vernacular of our country.
All right, Dr. Hoffman, go ahead.
The reason why is very simple. There's a thing called virtue signaling. It's a thing that I hate, but it very much exists. And what virtue signaling is where you say something out loud that you think makes you look like a good person or an ally.
Okay.
And it makes people say, "Oh, now that guy gets it. He is he's a genuine dude. He's a righteous man." But in reality, you only want that praise. You only want to hear that I'm a good guy. Yeah, of course. I'm a friend of everyone. I'm an ally. But then when it comes time to actually back those things up and do the things like other than just words that will get you praise, someone else will do that. That's what WNBA fan is. Because, and we talked about this last year, there's the amount of WNBA fans has not gone up.
Oh, I think, well, how do you define fan?
Well, that's the thing. There are Caitlin Clark fans, and there are people on social media who want to be divisive one way or the other with WNBA. Yeah. So interest overall has gone up tenfold. Actual WNBA fans, I'm not saying it hasn't gone up. I'm sure there's probably 3 times more hardcore WNBA fans than there were 2 years ago, but it is not on an even plane as the amount of people who want to talk and say, "Oh, you're a bad person if you don't care about lady basketball. You're a bad person if you think it's a lesser product. You're a bad person if you're saying these women shouldn't be paid the same as the men." But do you want to pay the same price for a WNBA ticket that you do for an NBA ticket? The answer is no. So that is the virtue signaling.
It boils down to money.
Exactly.
Well, I think that you can make that argument, but the numbers tell us that the growth is extraordinary. Nobody invests money in a losing property, and we've got 6 different entities that can't pour enough money into it. So it is growing. It is.
No doubt.
But even excluding the new players, if you did exclude the new players, then we have a different conversation. So I think we're We're in a place where a lot of leagues have hit, where you're trying to figure out why you're getting better, and you want to justify why you're getting more popular, but you also have to back it up. And at the same time, you want to charge more than you're worth, so you make some money at the same time. So the virtue, and I think there's also the reverse virtue signaling, where people will throw out how awful it is just to say, well, I don't believe that. I think it's better than it. It's not terrible. It's just not good. And I think you have that side of the argument too. And I think a lot of that comes to the old heads, the old basketball, the people that have been with the WNBA from the get-go.
Yeah.
And you guys are fresh. I'm a fan. I've been here since the get-go. Well, we have to redefine what a fan is, because there's a lot of passing NFL and NBA fans that talk and on, but they might not ever buy a ticket to a game.
Right.
Ever. But they'll, they're in the fringes, and I think that in the WNBA, it's going through those kind of growing pains. We forgive passing NFL fans. We forgive the T-shirt fans that are bitching about Super Bowl halftime and who the hell cares.
Sure.
So we forgive that, but we don't forgive the WNBA passing fan. You have to be diehard all the way in, or you're not really in it. Well, the rest of the world has passing fans. The rest of the world, we have baseball fans today that haven't seen a live full game since April, because it's now playoffs. So are they fans or are they just tourists?
Yeah.
So, we have to define. I think we hold the WNBA to a much more difficult scale as they're growing into this, because they're just acting like every other league has done. They're just newer to it.
Yeah. And to my biggest problem isn't with the WNBA itself, because they're doing everything they should be doing.
Absolutely.
My bigger beef is the fact that it leads SportsCenter some days, and
you're right. It is not as big a piece of the pie as it is portrayed to be.
Yes.
And I think we all know it. And I think that's why we laugh at it, because we're like, yeah, this is kind of important, but gosh, I like looking at it.
But ESPN figured out that if you
virtue signal,
if all you do is put a 30-second snippet in the last 2 minutes of SportsCenter, then you're not giving it a fair shake. You're not treating it fairly. So ESPN had to go swing the opposite direction.
I agree with
and
that.
say lady basketball's the best.
So
it's more important than the NBA even.
And I think that this kind of what's going to happen over the next 6 months, while it's going to look like rubbernecking and we're staring at a car wreck, is necessary. I think the WNBA, they need to go to the mattresses. They need to go to war, because right now they hate each other. They're going to have to hug it out, bro. At the end of this, they're going to have to. But I think over the next 6 months, they are really going to get. It's going to get ugly. I think they're going to be name calling and threatening retires and fires and I hate this country and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, they'll hug it out and they'll get a little bit of labor peace after they throw their punches and get everything out of there. Ladies are going to get a raise, not as much as they wanted. The TV deals are going to be great. New stars will be there, but it'll have to be a rough and tumble 6 months.
Or maybe lady basketball just disappears forever.
And there's just too much.
You can only hope.
Dinosaurs once roamed the earth, Vic.
Yeah. It's true. And horse racing was the number one thing in the world for a long time, and now we just watch it twice a year, 3 times a year. So I guess it's possible, but there's just so much money in it right now that at the end of the day, somebody can sit back and go, "What are we doing? Let's hug this thing out and go make some money for everybody." And I think that at the end of the day will happen.
Well, here's my advice to all sporting leagues: do what the NFL does.
Yes, do as if, and keep in mind.
Do you want to succeed?
1984.
Be like them.
Hire Bad Bunny for
1983. It was 87, 88. The NFL strike.
Mm-hmm.
I barely remember that.
But it was catastrophic.
Oh, yeah.
For everybody involved, but they had to go to the mattresses. They had to get there as the money was finally starting to flow in, and the old heads were like, "We deserve more because we built this thing." And you had
we need our money back.
You had all the young players like, the only reason people are paying attention to it is us. So it's the same thing again.
But since then. There's only been one direction for the NBA.
There's
not been a speed bump.
Don't kill the golden goose. There's enough of it for everybody if you'll just play along. We'll be all right.
That's why when I hear people say, like, I'm not going to watch the NFL anymore, or Bad Bunny is doing the halftime, I'm boycotting it. No, you're not.
Yeah, you'll be there.
No, you're not.
And the NFL knows that full well.
Quit
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
your
yeah.
moral grandstanding because we all know.
Stop pouting like a
Well,
baby.
you're the ones like, I'm not watching any of the halftime, but you'll be the first one to talk about what that first commercial was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, don't be above it. Don't be like, oh, I'm so principled that I won't watch. Dude, the NFL owns you. It owns me. It owns all of us.
It owns all of us.
But nobody else has figured out how to do that, and that's what everybody should be aiming to that. And I'll tell you one thing that doesn't help is shutting your operations down for any amount of time.
It's catastrophic for everybody involved.
You can pinpoint the day where baseball stopped being the most popular sport in this country, and it's when
strike.
Yeah, when they had that strike, it was like,
yeah, okay,
we've got to find something new. And since then, NFL has been king in this country, and it hasn't been close. And even when in what was it, 98, 99, the home run battle, people got interested for a little bit, and then steroids are bad, interest way down, and like there's ebbs and flows. The NFL, there's no ebbs.
Well, the NFL realized really quickly that people will get along without you. You know, they will find a way to exist without you. You're not that important.
No.
You got to be front and center all the time. And if you're there all the time, they'll expect you there all the time.
Yeah, the people who are like, I'm not going to watch a game until Colin Kaepernick's back in this league.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to watch Monday night.
I take it you're still not watching? Is that okay?
Walk around with a Purdy jersey on. No, I haven't watched a game.
And that's the thing about the NFL is they're not willing to they don't care about your virtue signaling. They don't care about your grandstanding, because all those people were like, if you don't let Kaepernick play, we're gonna boycott the NFL. And they said, okay,
fine.
If you let them take knees, we're gonna boycott the NFL.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
If you play Bad Bunny at halftime, we're gonna okay.
Fine.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Go ahead.
You might not watch, but your wife's gonna be watching.
Somebody around the corner will be.
And and if you ain't watching, your wife's gonna want to watch with somebody.
Fine.
You're gonna be home. You're gonna be getting cucked because you're getting cucked by Roger Goodell. That's what's happening.
Fine.
All right, we'll be right back. Wrap up the hour. It's Morning Huddle 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to USASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
It's October. Football season is in full swing, and you know Underdog is the best place to get in all the action where you can make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Jason Minix here from The Blitz. I love playing Underdog because it's easy. You pick whether you think a player will go higher or lower on stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, that sort of thing. Get all your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app. Use my promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus funds or entries when you play your first $5. Again, promo code STAR at Underdog. Promo code STAR when you get signed up at Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good. You look the same. But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me. You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin. And over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. I did mention that baseball's never been the same, but I do have to say this. Third straight year, Major League Baseball attendance is up. 71,409,000 fans into parks this season. Third straight year on the rise.
Why do you think that is? What have they done different over the last 3 years?
Well,
is it a Shohei Ohtani?
Average game time, 2 hours and 38 minutes. The third straight year under 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I would buy that for TV viewing. I get that for TV viewing, but if I'm in for a game, I'm in for 4 hours. I mean, I'm in it for whether it's 2.5 or 4 hours. I don't know. You know, I'm not leaving. Yeah. I'm there. But why do you think is it Shohei? Is it international growth? Is it chicks dig the long ball? I mean, what do you think has brought it just over the last 3 years?
I mean, I think TV viewership and TV viewership also up across the board.
Well, yeah.
But as you watch something more on TV, you're more apt to go buy a ticket. Like as you become more emotionally invested, you're like, okay, yeah, I'd like to go watch a game. So I think there is part of that.
No, I completely agree with that.
And I honestly, I had gotten to the point with baseball where I just couldn't sit down and dedicate 4 hours to a baseball game.
I think we're all passing baseball fans unless we're absolute, unless it's my team.
Yeah.
And
like
I have
an aunt and uncle who watch every Astros game every night. I can't do that anymore.
But the 2.5 hours helps. But why such a growth? Is it a fandom for a particular player? Is it marketing? I mean, it can't just be shorter games.
I think that's well, I don't know. But I also know 43 is the average single-game ticket buyer's age, down from 46 a year ago. So
they're happy about that.
Absolutely. All right. We got 3 more hours of this coming. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
6 for 6, and the Aggies have the lead.
Your home for Aggies football. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
So you're the new girl, huh?
I am the new girl. Thank you so much for getting me this job.
You got a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You ever date older men?
You really look a lot like my Uncle Skip.
You like my pants?
I do like those pants. Those are nice.
You want me to take them off? You probably didn't notice, but I'm the governor.
Okay.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, Cowboys fans, want to kick off tailgate season with a Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Rowdy, and a Dallas Cowboys legend? Stop by the new H-E-B College Park, located at 7330 North Loop 1604 in San Antonio from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday, October 4th. You'll even have a chance to enter to win tickets to an upcoming Dallas Cowboys home game, as well as tour the Hall of Fame bus and more. Don't miss out as we roll into town for the Dallas Cowboys tailgate tour presented by H-E-B.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed with this rare hologram trading card.
Shiny like the designer handbag of my dreams.
They had it. They even had perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story.
eBay.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah! With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-511-3535. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider, 800-511-3535. That's 800-511-3535. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-511-3535.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, got a couple of new trouble spots. I-10 eastbound just past Gevers. Accident right lane. That's about a 10-minute delay, slow from 35. And downtown, we've got a wreck on 35 upper level, northbound as you approach Maine. That one's in the left lane. Still have that stall at 35 northbound, Pat Booker Road to 1604. We've got 2 left lanes in the construction zone blocked. 35 southbound, Thousand Oaks to Randolph. Now, that's some road works. Got the roadway reduced to 1 lane. Still very heavy back to Wieterstein. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We have NFL football tonight as the 49ers take on the L.A. Rams. San Francisco will be without quarterback Brock Purdy, who re-aggravated his toe injury in the loss to Jacksonville. The Dallas Cowboys have activated wide receiver Jonathan Mingo and quarterback Kalen Carson off the injured reserve list, opening their 21-day practice window to return to play. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. 7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Yes, we did just come back from commercial, then had to go to commercial again. Because
hey, settle down, radio.
6 o'clock.
Raider.
I'm bad at the clock, and I overran 2 segments and had to squeeze everything into one.
It is what it is. Well, it's a weird hour.
Blame me.
I do blame you.
One day they'll stop making me do the 6 o'clock hour.
We'll just start at 7.
The sad thing is, if they stop making you do the 6, they might stop making you do the other ones too.
Well, that's true.
So let's
I think
knock out that 6 o'clock hour.
I think a good thing for the show would be you guys do the 6 o'clock hour. I'll get here at 7, and we'll go from there.
Is that what you think? Good idea?
Just spitballing.
I'm just an idea man here. Just throwing stuff out.
Spitballing.
I'm not attached to any of it. You know?
Yeah. I'm not married to these ideas.
No pride. Just put a thumbtack in. I show up late every day. I'm just spitballing.
But then after that, I'll voice track my my rock and roll show.
Oh, maybe they'll just allow you to do that full time.
They could.
If you choose not to work that 6 o'clock hour, you might get sole control of that FM digital channel 3.
I don't know why you think I'm going to be downgraded to someone like why couldn't what if they decide to make this the rock and roll station and they put
I think what you're aspiring to will be one of those deep digital channels.
Well, that's a pretty hurtful thing to say.
I'm just saying what you're aspiring not what you're worth, but what you want to do. This probably doesn't fit the modern.
Okay.
I recommend a podcast for you. I think there's a lot of podcasting in your future.
You can't do that.
You can't do that because then I can't play the music. I can't play the tunes.
Yeah. It's got to be on the air.
I think you're allowed to just sing them.
Well, I could do that, but that's not going to be much of a show. I'm not going to be able to maintain an audience with that.
Acapella Hoffman.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
Maybe we should just do sports talk then and just kind of stick to what's got us here.
Hey, Xavier Howard had taken away from the NFL, and came back this year with the Colts, played 4 games, starting at corner, and yesterday he told the Colts, I'm going to retire. Now, Xavier Howard spent last weekend getting his ass kicked by the LA Rams.
Puka will make you retire.
Yeah. That's going to happen. It doesn't mean that Xavier Howard can't play anymore, but apparently he had enough, and he said, he posted on social media, he said, my dream has now changed, and I'm no longer willing to just put football before my family. My purpose has been fulfilled in this sport. My kids are more important to me than football. I've had a hell of a career, and even though it's ending in a unique way, I'm cool with that because for once I'm putting my family first, and I'm proud and excited about the decision. The weird thing about this is that he's playing for the Indianapolis Colts. Remember, Andrew Luck abruptly quit the Indianapolis Colts, and
well, maybe he's talked to Luck or saw, and like Luck's living pretty good. I mean, the guy fell ass backwards into a GM job at Stanford with the worst team in football. No, I learned this a long time ago when I first heard it from Jimmy Johnson. Make them rip that jersey off you, because once you're done, you're done. You don't get to come back, and it's just. And if this is the case, you have truly reached the end and they are taking your jersey, go with God, brother. But when I see this and I hear this, I go, if I'm his coach, if I'm his mentor, if I'm his friend, I go, take a deep breath, because it's going to be real hard for you to come back if you want to, because now you're going to try to make a team with somebody that's already been doing your job making less.
Well, remember, he took last year off.
Yeah, so
and then came back
and
this
look
year.
Where you are.
And
so,
now has decided to leave.
I go with God if that's where you are. But obviously you've had you've made a mistake before and you went back on it. This is it. Nobody gonna bring you back. So if that's the case, go. He's a good Texas kid. He played at Baylor, didn't he?
Baylor, yeah.
So go with God.
Hugo says, was he even that really good, or was he even really that good or overrated? I mean, he was dreadful, particularly last week. He was dreadful, but there was a time. I mean, this is a multiple-time Pro Bowler. There was a time where he was one of the best in the business, but he's just not that anymore.
You're truly done, and it's not you got your ass kicked and you're kind of embarrassed. If it's not that, you're just the body can't do it no more. The mind doesn't want to, and the body can't. Go on. But if I don't want you to wake up in a month regretting. That you left when you shouldn't have.
No, you don't want to be in that situation. But also, man, it's hard to find corners in this league. Ask the Dallas Cowboys,
especially now.
My goodness. So if you're collecting a check as a cornerback in the NFL, cherish it.
And maybe it's that hard that he can come back sometime in the future. He's that good. Still got stuff in the tank.
Think so. I think this is it.
Yeah. Now that it's happened twice. Yeah, everybody's going to question it.
Let's see. Of the 104 cornerbacks who have been graded this year by PFF, he is 104th.
Well, don't read the press, man. Just show up to work.
Yeah.
Don't look behind you. There might be somebody gaining on you, or you're dead last. You never know.
I'd love to know where he was before he played the Rams last week. It couldn't have been 104th.
Well, I find it interesting that he retired after the Tuesday morning film session.
Yeah.
Where he graded the worst in the league.
He watched that and said, oh, my God, I'm retiring, guys. I'm retiring. And for those wondering, Deron Bland, 84th out of 104.
84.
So, yeah, not ideal. But
Deron got a tie.
Yeah, he did. He did get a tie. Kyer Elam, 70 out of 104. So he's really good.
There's something to aspire to.
Well, trust me, 70's higher than he's been in years. And Reddy Stewart, 58.
That guy, who?
Yeah. And and Moneybags Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, 48.
There you go. Now we're talking. Upper half, baby.
One? He is upper half.
Upper half. I aspire to average.
Credit where it's due.
Who's number one?
Darion Kendrick of the Seattle Seahawks.
Really?
And Isaiah Rodgers is number 2. He's been
we've seen Isaiah.
Yeah, he's the one getting all these interceptions. So, like I said, it's tough to find good one. And it's funny, some of the names at the bottom of the list there's big name players that are struggling. 103 is Marlon Humphrey, the former Ravens All-Pro.
We talk about the turning 30 as the end of the running back's career. That as soon as it's 30, the lights turn on. It's the same thing with cornerbacks, man. Same idea. There is a time you either got it or you don't, and if you don't, you're a victim.
Yeah. Adoree Jackson, 98. L'Jarius Sneed, 97. Marshawn Latimer, 96. Terrion Arnold, 92. Kool-Aid McKinstry, 91. There's some of the big names.
Some of those guys are a little bit too young to be on that list.
They are playing bad. So, yeah, but none worse than Xavier Howard, who
Nothing
is
like being dead last. At least you know where you got to go.
He said, you know what, that's enough. If I'm the worst,
I'm going home.
I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here.
Like my dad always said, you know what the guy who graduated with the lowest grade point in medical school is called?
Doctor?
Doctor.
Yeah.
So if you're still an NFL quarterback.
That's right. The Eagles fan wants to know where Quinyon Mitchell is. He was 30th. So
yeah, keep it to yourself, Eagle fan.
Yeah, I mean, let him celebrate. He's 20th. Pardon me, 20th.
Oh, that's
pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Keep him in mind. There's
pretty damn good.
There's 60 of those things.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean is actually 12th. So he's not. That guy's not even. Mitchell's not even the best graded Eagles corner. So, all right. The speaking of corners, the Rams will apparently need fewer of them today when they show up to take on the LA Rams. The Rams, or excuse me, the 49ers training staff is the most they're either the most busy or most beleaguered in all of football.
Inept.
Yeah, I don't know what.
At some point, you start looking at other than the players. What is the problem with San Francisco?
Every questionable turns to doubtful, turns to out. We know that Nick Bosa's out for the rest of the season. Brock Purdy's now going to have missed more games than he's played. There's real concern now, now for a team that's sitting here at 3-1. Which is crazy. They're sitting at 3-1. We're like, oh, the sky is falling. It kind of is.
Look, when you know what success looks like and feels like, and you know this isn't it.
No.
So they have the right to act this way. Where if it's Houston and they're going through the same thing, you have a party and go, man, we must be living right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In Tampa right now, Tampa's 3-1, and they feel like hell.
We're happy to be here. I don't care how we got here. We're saying
the Steelers, they're sitting at 3-1 going, this is incredible.
So 49ers know this isn't. I know this looks good on the outside, but on the inside, we know what it should feel like, and this ain't it.
This ain't it. No, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna get better before it gets worse. Because, like I said, I mean, hell, Brandon Ayuk's available right now. Christian McCaffrey's available right now.
And
those guys they get hurt all the time.
And yeah, they're available right now. But on the other side of that coin, most teams, if they had an Ayuk and a McCaffrey available to them all the time, that'd be enough.
Yeah.
So the 49ers, there's still enough to win. I mean, they still got enough that they should be capable of getting some things done. Now, wide receiver, I've never seen a team beat up a wide receiver
through them.
like
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know what they're going to do with that. But there's enough talent to at least be competitive. As far as tonight goes, I think it's more about you're going to have to keep up with the Joneses. I'm more concerned about the defense for tonight with the 49ers. I don't know how they're going to slow those wide receivers down.
Well, and it kind of that cuts both ways, because if you can't slow them down without your receivers, you don't have a way to keep up.
I think you're going to be chasing your tail here, because I think you're going to be behind the chains all night long.
Yeah, so it's going to be rough for the 49ers tonight. We'll dig into that game a little bit deeper on later on in the program. When we come back, I'm going to give away some Barbacoa and Big Red Fest tickets on the other side of this thing. And then I also want to get into the quarter season awards.
I love those
for the
awards.
NFL as we've reached that time of the year. I'm going to tell you about my good friends over at Carbach. It's October, which means it's a couple things. It's Nudie Magazine Day, and it's Oktoberfest. And it's is it also Breast Cancer Awareness Month? It might be. There's a lot of good things going on right now, but you can buy Carb Oktoberfest in stores right now, and there's no better way to celebrate Nudie Magazine Day /October than with a Carbach. Football's on tonight. Carb Oktoberfest is going to be in my palm, Bubba. That Carb Oktoberfest is such a great seasonal beer. Again, here for a good time, not for a long time, so grab it while you can. But the perfect amount of hop and malt balance, just an old-school Martin-style beer, fantastically done. And, again, I know in a couple months when it's gone, I'm going to say, oh, man, I wish I had some more of that, is what it is. Get it while you can. And if that's not your thing, they've got something for everybody in the lineup. and you know it's going to be all around the grocery stores and liquor stores, but it's in a bunch of bars and restaurants too. So when you're out watching football this weekend, go ahead and make it a Carbach.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right. Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first, then buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. When you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you might not get a lot of wins, but the players, they're still playing. Which ones are overhyped, which ones aren't, you know that. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash. It is so good to be right. You know, last week following the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, the season isn't great, but Dak's throwing for numbers. I keep following. I love what's going on with Dak, and I would keep following the more than as we keep going through the season. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You love CeeDee Lamb, you love Saquon Barkley, you can play him 3 different ways. And whether it's a friend or a celebrity partner or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create. It's a new feed there on Prize Picks. Listen, it feels great to be right, and being right on Prize Picks means money. Download the Prize Pick app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I mean, literally, when we get done with games and whether we win or lose, my wife she's ready with some suggestions. You know, she'll give me 15 to 30 seconds in the car to kind of unwind, and then she's like, okay, you feel better? I'm like, yeah, I feel better. And then she just starts laying into me like, hey, don't run the ball off the middle on this down, and don't do this, and get the ball to Terp. And I'm like, wow.
Well,
I am so happy to hear this, Coach. I'm so happy to hear this.
Something tells me Bill Belichick's girlfriend isn't talking football with him on the car ride home.
No, they're talking entirely different conversation, man.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Little Randy Garibay for you. This
Oh, I never heard this song.
This get good, do you, doesn't it? This is a good thing for our brigade bar. Whatever happened to Randy Garibay? I know he passed, but somebody tell me how he died.
He stole this music from the black man, I can tell you that.
The blue. Well, we all did.
Yes.
Where do you think he's too close to the border to play the blues.
Yeah. Cancer.
Cancer got him?
Yeah.
From me drinking all that Big Red, I bet.
Probably. That's probably why I had cancer.
I think it is. Do you have family history? No, Doc.
No, just Big Red.
Do you smoke? No. Big Red? Oh, my God. Yeah, Big Red. Yeah. That's like you're basically just dumping cancer into your body.
Basically, you're drinking red dye number 2.
Yes.
You're just drinking the dye that kills us.
But if you want to go to the Barbacoa and Big Red Festival, October 11th and 12th at the Freeman, I got 2 tickets for you.
I like a little fat.
Little fat?
Yeah.
Little fat.
Yeah. Half and half. I'm a half and half guy.
Like you order half all meat and half
all meat and half regular, half all meat.
I have all meat
and I mix it up.
Okay.
Then I like the lips. I just like the lips and the cheeks.
I'll eat
you
whatever.
You ever bite
man.
into one and you can look into the meat and it's like, I'm pretty sure that's a lip.
I don't look
pretty
at
sure
it.
that's a nostril.
I just cover it with hot sauce and eat it. I don't really.
Have you ever carved it off the head? Have you ever been where they've just taken it off the head?
Yes.
Just like,
where's the first place?
Right
remember that place we went to? For carnitas. What was that place called?
Down there by Sama.
Which one?
We went. It's a restaurant right across the street from San Antonio Museum of Art. Right there in between Central Catholic and Sama. There's a awesome carnitas.
I showed up with a I said, oh, I'll get it. I ordered this big plate, and I asked for everything. So I took.
Okay.
Extra lips and butts, please.
I took the guts. I took it all. Jimmy and Rob were like, we'll order next time.
I'll stick with the all meat.
What caller did I say for that, Vic?
I don't know.
Let's go caller number 3. If I didn't say a caller,
right.
Caller 3 is going to be the big winner. So simple as that. You can go get Big Red and Barbacoa. Yeah, baby. Down Nagalitos. Oh, yeah. Tell them, baby. All right. Estrada says, finally some Spanish music AJ could learn to sing. Well, maybe I will.
I'll play a Tejano song maybe.
Oh. All right. The quarter year awards on ESPN.com are up. And yeah, so through a quarter of the year, defensive rookie of the year so far.
Right now, if you're asking me the defensive, what's the is it Abdul Carter?
It's not.
No.
They do the top 3. So 3 is Andrew Makuba, the safety from the Eagles.
God, there's so many good defensive backs on the Eagles. I know about him.
They got a ton of them. Upton Stout, the corner for the 49ers, who he's played very well.
I don't know.
And I don't know much about this one because he's a linebacker, but Carson Schwessinger from Cleveland.
I don't know.
I will say if you're on Cleveland's defense and you're making an impact as a rookie, you're probably pretty damn good.
I'm with you.
Offensive rookie of the year.
I have no idea.
These, normally this is quarterback, wide receiver, running backs. Number 3, Gray Zabel, the guard from Seattle.
All right.
Number 2, Emeka Egbuka, the wide receiver from Tampa. And number 1, Tyler Warren, the tight end for the Colts, who it says he's got 263 receiving yards on 104 routes. And so he's playing really well. Let's see. The coach of the year. Who do you think so far?
I was picking the coach of the year right now. Colts coach.
Number 2, Shane Steichen.
Number 1, Bucks coach?
No. Number 3 is Sean McVay. Number 2, Shane Steichen. Number 1, Dan Campbell.
All right.
Now, it says maybe it shouldn't be a surprise that the Lions wouldn't fold over one ugly loss, but since that blowout defeat of the hands of the Packers, Campbell's team has bounced right back. And you know what? I expected them to fall off, and the fact that they haven't, and especially that they came after that first loss where it looked like, yep, I was right, they stink. They've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, you had a great team last year. I don't think you're just doing what you did before. I'm with you. It is hard to maintain.
He's also doing it without all his coordinators.
Yeah, and maybe that's enough right there. But if you're asking me who the coach of the year is right now, it's the coach that turned Danny Dimes into a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
I don't know where else I need to look.
Defensive player of the year.
Micah Parsons, because he's great.
No, not even in the top 3. Number 3, Jeffrey Simmons from Tennessee, which, by the way, I mean, Tennessee's bad on defense, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
But he is absolutely dominating. He leads the league in every metric for interior defensive linemen. Pass rush win rate, first.
What's this guy's name?
17.6%. Jeffrey Simmons.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Pressures, 14, first amongst defensive tackles. Quick pressures. How quickly do you win on the line? 8. That's 3 more than the next.
Has he ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent monster.
All right.
And it also says he's done all this while being double teamed more than 46% of the time, above the league average of 41%.
Is he better than big dude from Tampa Bay, who, for my money, is the best nose
Vita Vea?
Vita, best nose tackle in the last 5 years.
He's been better this year.
All right.
And he's a little more versatile because Vita Vea is not a pass rusher.
No, he's a fire plug.
Yeah, so this guy does a little bit of everything. Number 2 is Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Who's been phenomenal once again. And number 1, Nick Bonito, the edge from the Denver Broncos, who he's played very well. I mean, he's like Micah Parsons, one of those guys where the numbers don't show up in sacks necessarily, but every other win rate, pressures, all that stuff, it's phenomenal. Offensive player of the year. Now, I'll just go ahead and tell you up front, this is the MVP for non-quarterbacks is basically what it is. Number 3, Jonathan Taylor.
So far, so good,
Which, if you had told me that was going to be the case, I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah. And here we are. Number 2, Jackson Smith-Njigba from Seattle.
Yeah.
Leads the NFL in yards per route run.
Ask fantasy players.
And then number 1, I guess you can ask fantasy players about this guy too, Puka Nacua.
Oh, yeah, man.
Who is just a walking
it's a cheat code.
Walking 15 catches a week.
Fair, man.
Unbelievable. The MVP of the league so far.
Same dude as last year.
Josh Allen is he is number 1 on the list.
Yeah. He's the best guy on the field, and it's so obvious. It's so evident that he's the best guy on the field.
Allen leads all quarterbacks in rushing EPA. He's 3rd in the NFL in yards per dropback. Listen to this stat. Buffalo's receivers have one of the worst drop rates in football, and Allen has the 5th most precise pass rate. Like, he is throwing the 5th most accurate ball in football. His receivers are near the bottom of the league in drops, and he's still doing these things. But I do think, like, the biggest thing about him last year, and I think it is the biggest thing again, is he just doesn't take negative plays. Like, he does not, like, that's, as much as I love Lamar will take a 15-yard sack, at least every other game. It doesn't happen to Josh.
Being 6'6", 240.
Yeah, it's true. Speaking of Lamar, he is number 3 right now on this list. Which I think it's going to be very difficult. And so 1 year after last year, he took sacks 4.6% of his dropbacks. That was his career best. This year, 13.6% 8% of the time he's getting sacked. That's you can't. It's not maintainable.
And is it escapability? I mean, I don't know what's gone, but there's something missing.
Jackson's sacks have come after an average of 5.5 seconds, the second longest rate in the league.
See, that's
which
even
tells
worse.
you he is holding on to this ball for way too long.
Yeah, that is a crime of indecision, and you cannot be that in the NFL. That's indecisive.
This is the craziest thing. They list number 2.
It's Dak
on the. I was surprised it's not Dak. I thought Dak would be mentioned. It's Daniel Jones.
Well, you know what? I won't argue with that. I think he and Dak are kind of in the same boat. Oh, my goodness. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
I mean, both of them, you're getting the, wow. We knew you kind of had the skills, but you never put it all together. And Dak had. But right now, I'd put Dimes ahead of Dak just because of the sheer shock factor of what he's doing. But Dak is having his best year. Is better than his MVP runner-up. He is having his best year.
One of my favorite quarterback stats is CPOE, completion percent over expectation.
The war thing for baseball.
It's basically like, when you throw a ball, what's the expectation it's going to be caught, and then how often is it caught? It's a next-gen stat, an NFL stat. Daniel Jones is third, which is, that's incredible. Dak Prescott's first. Dak Prescott has the highest completion percentage over expectation, CPOE.
If you'll just go back and watch now, yes, Dak is still Dak. There's still some Dakness to him, but there is an effectiveness to his movement that I hadn't. Go back and just watch this game over the weekend. They were replaying it last night, and I just kind of stumbled on it. He is so dialed in, and he's checking down. More than I thought he was, because I kind of felt like he was picking out his favorite dude, and that's all I'm going to throw to all game long. But no, he is kind of checking down. There's just some dudes that aren't open. I couldn't be happier with where and I know Shotty's probably overjoyed, because but for Dak, this is an 0-4 team, 0-5 team. They're not even close, for Dak.
I agree, but they still only have one win.
I absolutely. I know, we have one win and 2 moral victories, though. And that equals out to
I don't know.
The funny thing is,
it doesn't.
It kind of does. It kind of does for the Cowboys. It kind of, I hate to say it, but it kind of does. That 2 half wins equal a whole win.
Well, that doesn't count in the MVP voting.
Yeah. But know what? Yes, it does. It kind of does.
Well, clearly it kind of does, because, Lamar Jackson's getting credit for
if you're showing resilience and greatness, even in losses, and on the quarter poll vote, it kind of does. Now, it doesn't matter worth a crap at the end of the year. Which, what have you done? But right now, you get the benefit of, wow, this team would be god awful without you. But and when the real award comes out, it's the best player.
The honorable mentions for MVP don't even mention Dak. 4th, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, well, it's like MVP not named Pat. Yeah, he's the best player in the world.
The fact that he was having to he was having to lead his team in rushing while that was a tough time.
Still a witch.
Baker Mayfield.
Hey man,
you can't knock it. Yeah, 3 consecutive last-minute victories. Jordan Love.
I have a ball on the 10-yard line with the clock ticking down that I would question for MVP votes. That was a stub toe on that one.
Jalen Hurts.
You have to complete a pass and a half to be even considered an MVP.
Has not thrown an interception,
nor a completed pass,
and he does
in an entire half of football.
Yeah.
How do you play an entire half of NFL football?
Not even a screen pass.
Not even complete a pass.
And the thing about Jalen Hurts, listen, man, the Eagles keep winning games. It's hard to I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is not good.
No, he's really good at what he does.
But outside of tush pushes, QB sneaks, Jalen Hurts only has 6 carries over the first 4 games. He's not even a big factor in their running game necessarily. He's their short yardage back, but that's about
fullback.
It. And he's a middling passer.
So you don't quibble with results, but when we start talking about individual awards, he is distant.
And Justin Herbert, they also mention.
You have to win a road game, baby.
Well, so he's also working with both as starting tackles.
Like I said, the quarter poll perceptions count. Quarter poll. At the final, it's only data. At that point, that's all that matters. What'd you do?
Yeah. Claymore says, Rob, same thing could be said about Philly without Saquon's running game. What is the Eagles' offense?
Very different. They're not snapping the ball to Saquon.
Well, yeah, but also without Saquon, I don't think anybody's even talking about Jalen Hurts as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Well, right now, Saquon has not been playing very well. Look at his numbers.
Well, he's
they're
way
adequate.
down from last year.
They're adequate, and they're still winning. It's more of a formula than a thing. But which of those two, Claymore, and I honestly don't know, would be the biggest loss? If they lost Saquon or if they lost Hurts, what would be the death nail in that? And I'm not saying that they could probably afford to lose both with that defense, but which would hurt more?
I think it's always the quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. So as much as Saquon matters, it's still your quarterback.
Yeah, but yeah, I get the. I'm so torn on Jalen Hurts. Like I appreciate what Jalen Hurts can do. I don't want Jalen Hurts as my quarterback of my team. That's not what I'm looking for. But if you like him, he's your guy. Good for you. It's just not what I'm like. He'd be way down if I was drafting a team. He'd be way down my list.
Yeah, unless I am a coach that goes, I don't care how I win. I'm just gonna go win.
Yeah, and I would love to be that way,
and
but
I
it's
have
just
to draft appropriately and having a general manager that understands and a fandom that understands. There are going to be games I win without completing a pass in the second half, and we're going to tush push 8 times.
You got to be okay with that.
And I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy the fruits of victory, we're going to have a good time. But it's going to be boring as all get out.
Yeah. Well, I doubt that Eagles fans thinks what they're doing is boring, but
the rest of us do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because what they do is about to get legislated out of the game.
Pretty much, yes. The rest of us feel that. All right. Well, speaking of Eagles, we'll talk about the Eagles a little bit more on the other side. A.J. Brown came out about his issues. We'll discuss that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle. See, the Cowboys aren't the only ones who have drama, Rob.
Well,
they're not the only ones.
No, but we do it better around
That's
here.
True.
We understand drama and how that sells tickets.
All right, it's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, what are you going to do with your pets this weekend as you head out of town? I hope you've already gotten a hold of Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit right there on 35 and 1604. If you've already gotten a hold of them, you can rest comfortably knowing your dogs are going to the best place in this city. While you're gone, the dogs will be taken care of. 17,000 square feet of play space, indoor and outdoor, splash pads when it's hot. When they're inside, there's all the extra accoutrements that you would expect from a top-of-the-line pet spa, whether it be the beautiful kennels that have the video for them, whether it be the tuck-in treats, whether it be the pictures, the grooming, the bathing, and all the things that go along with a top-notch pet resort. They've got it, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from the airport. Easy drop-off, in and out. They'll take care of your dog for a day, half a day, a week, whatever you need. You can know that you've been gone and your dogs have been taken care of. I love taking my dogs, Sensei and Avery, there, because when they come home, they're tired, and the telltale thing is they're not starving. They're comfortable enough, they're happy enough to where they'll sit down and eat. They're not nervous or scared. They're having a good time. We all know what it's like when your dog's been someplace and you're not sure if they've been taken care of. They just don't act right. My dogs come home, they're just had fun, and they're ready to go back. That's why I love Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Here's the number. Write this down. It's 210-750-1298. If you're brand new to them, they've got specials for you. They've got deals for weekly, monthly, whatever you might be looking for. There's no better place for your babies than Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Go there. You see what I mean. And when you do, I'm sure you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay continues to be on the northeast side, and this is due to road work. 35 southbound, Thousand Oaks on down to Randolph Boulevard. 55-minute delay. It's got the roadway reduced to one lane. Traffic heavy back to Weiderstein. For an alternate, you could do Lookout, but that's starting to get overloaded as well. Nacogdoches, Wurzbach Parkway, those are good alternate routes, or you just might want to wait this out. 35 northbound Pat Booker Road to 1604. That's a stall. 2 left lanes in the construction zone has you slow from O'Connor. I-10 eastbound just past Geevers, wreck right lane. And 35 upper level northbound as you approach Maine downtown. Got a wreck taking up the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Fuel up like a champ at Tamalitos Mexican Restaurant, your San Antonio spot for daily lunch specials and game day flavor. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Tournament. Swing by Tamalitos today, where every bite is a win.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Specs, Costco, and Alamo City Liquor.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday evening at 6:30, the Aggies take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Presented by Just Ponce. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I didn't mean to touch a soft spot.
Don't touch my soft spot
when
AJ.
I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. And
I saw this,
listen, man. Hurts is a big time
He's
player.
Really
he's winning
good,
games. I
but
get it.
Don't tell me he's the same kind of quarterback that just half the league currently is, or a Brady. He's not that. They win a lot of football games, but a lot of quarterbacks won national championships in college, winning the option, and we look back on them fondly. But we don't call them great quarterbacks. They had the keys to the car.
And it does. Listen, and
you know what I mean.
And I'm not saying because it's boring, it's not good. I'm not saying that at all. And there are games where Jalen Hurts is elevated. In fact, the Super Bowl last year, the Chiefs said we're not letting Saquon Barkley beat us, and Jalen Hurts balled out in a way that I didn't think he was capable of. So I'm not saying that like he can't do. I'm just saying consistently, he's not the type of player that I would want. And I am fully aware. My favorite player hasn't won a Super Bowl. And Automatic said, give me the guy who's won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years over anything. And that's your personal taste, but I'll take Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen's over Jalen Hurts 99 times out of 100. And just feel like eventually I'm more likely to win with those elite guys than a guy who's just he's gritty. He's a winner on game day.
Do you think that he's replaceable? Do you think that they could go out and draft and find a guy that could do what Hurts does? The length and breadth of the country. Couldn't they go find?
Yes, there are other Jalen Hurts out there.
Think there are.
He's really good for what they do.
Yeah.
He's a perfect fit for what the Eagles do.
But I will contend this.
But he's not like a Lamar that like there's those guys don't exist in the wild.
No, you're right. But I will contend this, that the holy grail for offensive coordinators has been to come up with an offense, come up with a scheme, a style, a play that isn't incumbent upon a single player, that I can just continue to plug these pieces in and year out, and this offense will flow. And the cheat code has always been, can I find a quarterback that is expendable? That, every 3-4 years, can I find another dude that'll come in and do what that dude did, won 12, 13 games, dominate that way, and once he gets tired and whatever the case may be, I'll replace him with the other guy that has this kind of skill set. We've all looked for that because we know finding a Joe Burrow is next to impossible.
But
I feel like it would be easier to put together the Philadelphia Eagles than it would be to wait 20 years and hopefully fall ass backwards into the number one pick the year that Joe Burrow's coming out.
But also historically, those are the guys we disrespect because those are guys that we call system quarterbacks.
Right. No, the cheat code for me as an owner or a general manager would be to find a coach that can do it with a guy like Jalen Hurts, because I feel like I can probably find somebody a whole lot closer to Jalen Hurts' skill set than I can with Justin Herbert's skill set.
Yeah.
Those 6'4" dart throwers are hard to come by.
Yeah.
But I can find a guy with an average arm that can squat 5,000 pounds and move a line. I probably could find that. So I think that we're not giving enough credit to Hurts, but at the same time, we should be giving more credit to the offensive scheme that they have managed to come up with that allows them to win with Jalen Hurts.
I just look at, especially when I'm thinking about the kind of quarterback I want a quarterback that is
I want Josh Allen. That's the robot quarterback.
I want someone who's coach immune. And if you said, okay, Josh Allen, Josh Allen's doing what he's doing in Buffalo. If you took Josh Allen at Buffalo and you put him on the Cowboys, are they still a good offense?
They win 12 games.
If you put Josh Allen on the Buccaneers, are they still good? If you put him on the Ravens, are they still good? If you take Jalen Hurts off the Eagles and you put him on –
he's scheme dependent, absolutely.
If you put him on the Indianapolis Colts, are they still good?
He becomes – what was that fullback, wide receiver, tight end? He becomes Taysom
Hill.
That's what he becomes. My prototype – and we all have our types. My type of prototypical quarterback is Cam Newton, is Josh Allen. I want a dude that's 6'6", that can throw the ball 80 yards if he has to, can turn the corner with a linebacker on his back, and at the same time drop back and throw a 10-yard out in 1.1 seconds. I want all of those combined. That's an impossible thing to find. I mean, I named 2 dudes that measure up in the last 15 years. But that's my type. That's what I want. I don't want an option quarterback. I don't want a Lamar Jackson scat back. I want a dude that somebody can bounce off of when they hit him. That's the kind of guy I chase. But there are other quarterbacks that are equal or better that are entirely different. That's just my flavor. I get the Jalen Hurts lovers. I get it.
I just think Jalen Hurts works in a niche setting. I don't know if it's just not what I'd be chasing.
No,
that's all.
Not for me.
But again, he's a winner, and it's hard to argue with that.
My favorite quarterback in the world right now is Baker Mayfield, the photo negative of Josh Allen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just the absolute awesome opposite, but he brings that grit that I enjoy.
Yeah, and I, again, it's not me trying to and there are people who say, like, I think I'm probably unique in this, that I think Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. I mean, and now if all we're doing is counting rings, then yeah, it's not even
Peyton
close.
It's much closer to my style of quarterback. You know what I'm talking about? A big old boy that, if he turns the corner, it's going to take 2 dudes to take him down if he does. Now, Peyton wasn't a runner by any stretch.
No.
But he was 6'4", 240. I mean, he's a big old dude, and that's kind of the body type that I've always appreciated.
But if you go through every year and all pro is the real way to look at, like, who the best player in the league is. The Pro Bowl, everybody makes the Pro Bowl. All pro is like, this is who the best guy is. I think of like the 12 years that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning's careers overlapped. Peyton Manning was first team All Pro, I think 8 of those. I think Brady was 2. So, I mean, the thought is, as far as regular season goes, it's not even close to who the better player was. Peyton Manning was a much better regular season quarterback than Tom Brady.
And we're so much past.
But if
you got to remember, in that era, that to some extent Brady was considered a system quarterback. Like, you're playing for Belichick.
For sure.
I mean,
yes.
And Peyton was just this gift that could deliver except everything but a Super Bowl to start with. But finally he got it. And Brady was the opposite of that. He just had Super Bowls. He just won.
And it's also I think what's funny is how in the NFL you're only one guy wins the Super Bowl every year, and the argument against everybody is against Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. They haven't won a Super Bowl. What have they won? So, like, once he wins one Super Bowl, does that end all discussions? Like, okay, well, now you can't question the guy anymore because, like, if Joe Burrow wins a Super Bowl, are we all suddenly okay? Well, now Joe Burrow's better than Lamar and Josh. Or if Josh wins one, is he now certainly better than Lamar or Joe Burrow? I don't know how that works. How you win one more game and suddenly you're better than everybody.
Well, for me, when we get into those debates, obviously they're esoteric, but there is a certain room that the great ones get into, and I'll take anybody in that room. You know, whether you won the Super Bowl or not, you're in that room. But then there is the guys that get to sit on the couch, and they're the one in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And that's just kind of how it is until you win it. But in that room, you're going to tell me you wouldn't take Dan Marino or Joe Burrow right now over half the guys that won a Super Bowl? Yes, of course I would. But there is the separator. You won it, so you get a little bit more glory. But if you're in that room, and I put a lot of quarterbacks in that room, my kind of quarterback that I would pick out is a very specific body type. But you're in the room, and I'll take any one of you guys.
Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls.
Not the guy I'd ever take. Even though he fits a body type, not my guy.
If Dan Marino were on that Giants team, he might have won 5. I don't know. So it's...
And addressing, just because you have the body type automatic doesn't mean you are the quarterback. Dak Prescott is closer to my body type than most. He's a big old boy. I want a guy that can take a hit. I've always wanted a quarterback that if you rolled up from behind and you hit him hard, he could get up. That's always been my fear of having quarterbacks just get planted. Doesn't mean he can throw. Doesn't mean he can throw darts. But, again, I think Dak is closer to my style of quarterback than Baker or you name the other really good quarterbacks just because I want a big, strong, tough dude.
Yeah. And Casey says Brady 11-6 versus Manning. And that's true.
Truth.
But Brady and Manning are never on the field at the same time.
And
you know what I mean?
It's like comparing Josh Allen to Pat Mahomes. It was a system quarterback or, at first Mahomes he is so great, but think of the offensive genius he's playing with. Well, he's surpassed that now, and
I
Andy
think
Reid is
so, too.
kind of secondary. Where Josh Allen was, he just had to grow into it. It just took a while for him to mature. It's not about the coach. Nothing held him back. He just had to, or pushed him forward. He just had to become what he became. It's funny how Taylor doesn't get the same credit that other coaches did when they have great quarterbacks that they made better, you know?
Yeah.
Andy Reid was born to Pat Mahomes, but Andy Reid made him Mahomes. Did he? Did Andy Reid make Mahomes?
I don't know. I will say this. When that draft happened, because Deshaun Watson was in that draft too, and the big argument was who's going to be better, and I said the guy that ended up with Andy Reid is going to be the guy. That's the guy who's going to be better,
and that's what we said. Now,
had Deshaun gone to Andy Reid, and obviously Deshaun's personal stuff different,
we didn't
but
know.
Had Deshaun gone with Andy Reid, I mean, we might be talking about Deshaun Watson as the best quarterback in the world right now.
Well, we can think about what Andy Reid had done with other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I personally think that finding a guy like Jalen Hurts is just easier. And if you can find an offensive coordinator and a general manager that will buy into the idea of let's invest everywhere else and let's just find a quarterback that can do these 4 things. And if we can do that, we can win Super Bowls. If you can buy into that, dude, that's a replaceable, imminently doable thing.
It's one thing to buy into it. It's another to accomplish it.
Right.
Because it's what the Eagles have done. They've hit on all these defensive players. They've found a team willing to give away A.J. Brown for peanuts. They did some brilliant things.
Saquon too.
Whereas with the Bills, you just got to be right once. The Bengals, you just got to be right once.
But
you're in the mix.
Every
you know
20 years.
Yeah. All right. Halfway there on a small Friday. We'll be back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples. Starting October 5th, enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples store. From tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at $99.9, or with a barn dominium from just $169.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening Saturday, October 11th. 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9 with barn dominium from only $169.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat. Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Hey, Sarah. Heard about your car accident. You okay?
Well, let's see. My car's toast, my neck's a pretzel, and the insurance guy ghosted me faster than my ex. So, peachy.
Remind me why you haven't called Thomas J. Henry Law yet?
Calling an attorney is weird to me.
Yeah, you should totally trust insurance who profits from underpaying you.
I'm picking up on your sarcasm.
You need to pick up the phone and dial Thomas J. Henry Law.
Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 is causing heavy delays southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph Boulevard. Over 90 minutes, so you just might want to wait it out. Road work has the roadway reduced to one lane to back up now to FM 1103. You can try Wurzbach Parkway, Nacogdoches. Those are good alternate routes. Usually Lookout would be good, but that's overloaded right now as well. 1604 westbound Kitty Hawk to I-10 Vance Jackson. That's rolling stop and go. Had an earlier accident right around Lookout that did clear, so a slow residual delay. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We have NFL football tonight as the 49ers take on the L.A. Rams. San Francisco will be without quarterback Brock Purdy, who re-aggravated his toe injury in the loss to Jacksonville. The Dallas Cowboys have activated wide receiver Jonathan Mingo and cornerback Kalen Carson off the injured reserve list, opening their 21-day practice window to return to play. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Talk.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Boy, the debate here in the Brigade Bar.
It's so easy. It's like, just throw some birdseed out and they'll land.
Well,
just throw a little bit out and
everybody's
they'll start
right.
fighting. Everybody fighting.
Yeah, everybody's right.
Somebody asked, AJ, Jim Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls. Josh Allen's been to 0. Who would you take?
Josh Allen every day of the week.
It's Josh Allen. And Jim Kelly is my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
But
really?
Yeah. But Josh Allen's better than Jim Kelly. Like, Josh Allen is, and when Josh Allen hopefully wins a Super Bowl one day, he'll probably surpass Jim Kelly as my favorite player of all time. But
he won't win.
Jim Kelly's your favorite player of all time.
Screw you, Cowboy fan. I mean, Jim Kelly's the reason I'm a Bills fan.
No, I just.
It's Jim Kelly or Bruce Smith. It's
Bruce or Thurman. I mean, Kelly was great.
Yeah, but
and Andre Reed for his own particular.
Yes, but Josh Allen can do things that Jim Kelly could have never dreamed of. There's nothing on a football field that Jim Kelly could do that Josh Allen can't.
People get. I'm allowed to have a favorite player that isn't the best.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm allowed to have a favorite player that might not measure up to your favorite player. My favorite player, like Baker right now, he's my favorite player in the NFL. He's not the best player by far. He's not even the best player on his team, but he's my favorite player because he does the things I idolize.
Yeah. When I was a kid, the quarter it's basically stuck with me because now I think Josh Allen is the modern day version of John Elway. I coveted John Elway's skill set. I wanted a guy who I felt like could take off running if he needed to, but was big enough to take a hit, could throw the ball to the moon. Like that's the guy. That's if I were building a quarterback in a lab, that's what I would have wanted. Right. It doesn't mean that I was like, go John Elway. Because I still I don't want other
playing for Denver.
I don't want other people's teams to have success. Only my team, right?
Right.
But yeah, I'm now in a unique position, at least unique to me, that my favorite player is arguably the best player. Like
well, that does help.
I've never been in here, but so someone said it earlier. It's like, well, yeah, it's real easy for you to say I'll take Josh Allen over about anybody because he's Josh Allen. If I were,
I loved him when he wasn't Josh Allen. You know, he was becoming Josh Allen. I liked him then too.
Like if I were a Raiders fan and Geno Smith was my favorite player, I wouldn't be saying I'd take Geno Smith over Jalen Hurts. I'm not an idiot. It's just
exactly. There's a lot of quarterbacks I'll take over Baker. He's just my favorite player.
I'm just conveniently in a spot in life where my favorite player, for the first time, mind you, the first time in my life this has happened, where my favorite player happens to be like in the discussion as the best player. Mm-hmm. That's fun.
Do you think there's people out there that Dak is their favorite player?
Yes. Yeah, certainly.
Do they all have the Prescott last name?
No, I think there are Cowboys fans who really, really like Dak. Really like him.
Brigade Bar? There's a lot of defenders on there.
I mean, think about Tony Romo. Tony Romo was a lot of people's favorite player.
Very much so. Very much so.
And, I mean, is he somehow better than Dak?
I don't know. I put that they're the exact same as far as output in my mind.
Then why does it seem so crazy that Dak would be so...
It just, the guy has taken so much abuse for so long. And, if you just take the story for what it was, 4th round draft pick, didn't take a snap under center his entire college career, was standing behind, was the 5th string quarterback headed toward the practice squad, but for a broken leg for Kellen Moore. And everything hinged on that minute, or we'd have never seen Dak. I don't think he'd have played through it. I think he had to have been given the opportunity. He wouldn't have earned it. He was so far away technically that I don't think he'd have ever played his way into starting. But he happened to be on the field when Kellen Moore broke his leg. Tony Romo was limping around, and here we come. And you don't look back. And it's that Eminem man meets moment. If you don't do it now, you never will. And he did it.
Yeah.
It's a remarkable story.
Can you think of a time where there was a player for your favorite team, either the Cowboys or the Spurs or whoever, that was objectively great and he played for your team, but you didn't particularly like him? You didn't like that he was there. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah. Johnny
Manziel?
Johnny was the best and the worst thing that ever happened to A&M.
Yeah.
I loved him. I loved watching him, but I knew that the fruits of this tree isn't going to be good.
Yeah.
That it's going to elevate our opinion of ourselves beyond the point of which we were able to build. We thought we were better than we were for one guy, and we didn't build the program. And while the money came and we built the stadium, it looked good, but in the long term, it wasn't good for us as a university. Too much was put on one dude, and when he was gone, we thought that was repeatable, and we just need to find another one of those dudes, and that's just not how you win. So I love Johnny, and I love everything he did for A&M, and I will always thank him. He has a free lunch all the time. But at the end of the day, what he brought to A&M was not ongoing success.
Yeah. Usually when you cheer for a team and they've got a great player, you are a fan of that player. When I was in Houston, I grew up a Rockets fan. I loved the Rockets, like the Rockets team that won their first championship, and their both those championships really were like, that was a culmination. Hakeem was my favorite player. I mean, I loved them. I even loved the Rockets when they had like Yao and Steve Francis and T-Mac. James Harden was such a good player at basketball, and I hated him so much. I've since stopped cheering for the Rockets. He's gone now. I still don't really care about the Rockets because he broke my heart. But it is a weird thing when you're like you've got one of the greats on your team and you still don't feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if people ever feel like feel that way about Patrick Mahomes, for instance. Like if they're like, oh my God, I can't imagine a Chiefs fan being like kind of tired of Patrick.
No, I think Mahomes has reached he's the
or
untouchable.
do Chiefs fans get tired of Travis Kelce?
As long as you're winning, no. As long as you're winning, no.
I don't know. Well, I mean, hell, the Rockets were winning when
I mean titles.
Oh, okay.
Rings.
Yeah.
Not just regular season crap doesn't matter. I mean, George Gervin was a great Spur, and I loved him, but we never got very far. David Robinson, great Spur, loved him, but until he got some help. No, I never got tired of him, but because we started winning. But if David had gone 2 more years without winning anything, everybody would have been, the hell, man?
What are we doing here? Let's move
you're
on.
IBM. You're getting 70 a night. We still can't win. You're soft. You're the mermaid. But the winning came, and now we remember him fondly for the second half of his career and the first half stats, not the first round exits and the punches to the face from Karl Malone and all the the things that you're like, man, maybe we are soft. We forgot about that once Tim arrived. So winning erases a lot of the negative stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just important to remember that usually if a guy plays on your favorite team, you probably like him a lot more than the rest of the world sees him. Like your opinion of him is probably greater than the outside opinion of him.
And I always felt like Dak, it was the opposite of that. That maybe on the outside, people appreciated him more than Cowboy fan did. I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true
kind of
either.
always felt like, because it's hard. I mean, that's a stupid statement, obvious. But Dak Prescott as the quarterback, he's been moderately successful, but the most despised of the quarterbacks I can ever, even more than Romo.
Yeah. And there are guys, every once in a while you'll come across a guy where a fan base is like, this guy sucks. I want to get rid of him. And be like, oh, I'd take that guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's that
yeah,
bad. That's not the reason.
I think he's pretty damn good. I'm all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you didn't win a title? Boo-hoo. Yeah, give me that guy. It'll help me get better.
What's that idiom? No matter how good she looks, somebody somewhere sick of her.
Well, I mean, I think a great example of that is De'Aaron Fox. I mean, in Sacramento fans were tired of De'Aaron Fox because he wasn't winning championship or he wasn't, winning playoff games. It's like, yeah, but he's also really, really good and playing in Sacramento. Like when he goes away, it's gonna hurt, Bubba. And it's funny the perspective of what's in your circle versus what other people see. This happens in fantasy too. If you and I both drafted a fantasy team, we would both think more highly of the players on our team than then if we switch teams, our opinions would switch.
Absolutely.
Like that's just how that's human nature.
That's why we hate talking fantasy football with people.
Yes.
You're like,
yeah.
I had that guy too. He sucks. No, he doesn't. He's great.
Like if you drafted Jamar Chase, I drafted Justin Jefferson, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm in a way better position. Yeah. And then we trade, you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe he traded me. Like I'm in a way better position. Like that's our nature as humans. So I think you see a lot. That's a lot with Eagle fan with Jalen Hurts.
Hey, we're winning.
We're winning. It's great, and he's the best, and that's okay to think. But it's also you got to understand. There's 31 other fan bases that see that and go, yeah, that's not real. Yeah, that's not.
You're winning, but it ain't because of him.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. Now, AJ Brown said there is no doubt in his mind where he wants to be. He wants to be an Eagle,
but,
and I don't have any reason to believe he's lying. He said, this is my home. Unfortunately, I did it to myself. I won't say unfortunately. I did it to myself. This is my home. I love it here. But he said he was frustrated after the win against the Bucs over the state of the offense. Those frustrations led Brown to send
Was that a song lyric? Was it? I don't know.
I don't know. If you're not welcomed, quietly withdraw. I'm
thinking, like, did he pull that out of a song?
I don't know.
Probably.
Quietly withdraw. What the hell are you talking about? But the fact that you're typing this, you're not quietly withdrawing.
I think it's a Bible verse. Honestly,
is it?
I'm not certain, but I think it's a Bible verse. But it said, "Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way," which I don't think is a Bible verse. But I mean that the whole. I mean maybe the whole thing is. I don't know. But after a few days to cool off, Brown has said, like, I let my frustrations get the best of me. Now, he also understands while the Eagles are 4-0, this isn't this isn't what it was a year ago.
No, he sees that this is harder, and I'm not allowed to help, and it's harder this year.
Yeah. Now, you can say, well, the Eagles are winning games. They're fine. The Eagles are 30th in total offense in the NFL. Like that's a real number that says their offense is just not very good. But if you're winning games inside the Philadelphia bubble, people will say, big deal.
Who cares?
Who cares? We're winning games. We're 4-0. And it's real easy to fall into that, but it's kind of like I was saying, like you know if you're good enough, like with A&M, Edwin was in here talking about A&M, and I said I think A&M's certainly a playoff team. I think it'd be real hard for A&M not to make the playoff right now, but I don't think A&M's a championship team.
Yeah,
because I think when they get on the field with the top tier talent, it's gonna be a little tougher road to hoe. But it is really easily to get insulated in what you've done and what you see every day and say, well, this works. This is going to work.
But we know the margin for error is so slim with Philadelphia. It's slim margin for error because if you can't score points, if you can't put them up on a regular, if you can't come from behind, you're not going to win this thing. We know it. Philadelphia knows it. Sirianni knows it, that we don't have the offense right now to come from behind. If we get behind by even 10 points, we can't do it because right now we can't throw the ball. A.J. Brown knows it. Winning cures all evils, and I do think somebody shook him and said, dude, you're a Super Bowl champion, and you're undefeated. I don't know what are you bitching about? But he knows, like everybody else, that one thing goes wrong, we're screwed. Yeah. And I think that they see it just like Kansas City is living it. Like that suddenly more and more things are going wrong.
And it's also, listen, man, these dudes, they all want to win. And I don't think A.J. Brown doesn't want to win. But A.J. Brown also wants to put up stats because stats are how you get paid.
Mm-hmm. He won't be an Eagle after this year. It's just, I don't know what else you can do.
I don't know. I think it depends on what. I think it depends on what team results end up being.
Well, I think even if they win a Super Bowl, I think that everybody's sick of each other there. I mean, you're bitching, seriously. I mean, you're bitching. We're winning. Yeah. We're Super Bowl champions. We've beaten all comers, and you're bitching. Yeah. So I just can't see this relationship lasting, even with another ring.
Boy, man, when you're winning, it's so hard to leave in the middle of it. It's real easy once the winning's done to leave. I don't think he's gonna. It won't be in his control. I want him gone. I'm tired of dealing with you. You know, I don't care how good you are. You brought us 2 rings. Go with God, but I don't want you back. Boy, that's a tough. It's like I said, easier said than done.
I say that, but you're winning without him.
Yeah, you're gonna ship that guy out of town. And
my favorite team just shipped the best player on defense out for a couple of bags of beans. So no, I'll trade some talent. I got no problem with that.
They're winning without him, but. Also, he's still being on the field. Him being on the field is still
he's
real
a threat. But explain that to him. Hey, man, we need you. You're a threat.
Yeah, nobody likes to hear that. All right, guys, I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. That's right, guys. Football season, full swing. We're back in the saddle again tonight. I'm no sucker. I'm betting higher on Puka Nacua. I'm going higher on Puka Nacua receptions just because he's done it week in, week out. We just talked about him probably being the offensive player of the year. It seems like that's the move. And I think I'm going to go higher. I'm going to pair that with higher on Christian McCaffrey receptions or maybe even targets just because Christian McCaffrey's going to have to play such a role in this offense. Hasn't been great at running the ball, has been awesome at catching the ball out of the backfield. So that's what I'm looking for today on Underdog. It's so easy. You pick your favorite players. You go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, whatever it is. You get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Get started. Sign up with promo code ALAMO. You score $100 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon, the Cowboys are in the Garden State of New Jersey, taking on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. Pre-game starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
You like that? How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Football season is at Tamalitos Mexican Restaurant with daily specials that hit harder than a linebacker and game day plates that score big. Tamalitos is your go-to plate. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Tournament. Tamalitos, where every bite's a touchdown.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Normally, by this time in the show, I've stopped telling silly stories about my life.
What?
You know, I do that a lot in the 6 o'clock hour. I'll just, talk about what's going on in my life.
Oh, yeah.
It's therapy.
Yeah, it's good for me.
You guys have to
It's good for my soul.
You got to let it out, man.
Yeah. But now we're like in the meat of the show, but I totally forgot to tell Rob what happened yesterday.
Good. Tell him.
Got an email from my son's team.
Oh, from the coach?
From the coach, yeah.
What, your son sucks or what?
No, that's not why you send emails.
Oh.
Due to injuries leading to dwindling numbers for our football teams, we'll be consolidating the A and B teams into one A team.
We talked about this yesterday. Why don't they combine? Okay.
That's what's going to happen now. So there's only going to be one game played per week now.
There's a lot of kids that are going to lose some PT.
I'm pretty sure mine's going to be one of them because he went from the starting defensive end on B team. Unless all the injuries and all the bad grades have happened to the defensive ends on
starters,
I think that he's going to be buried on the bench, which kind of sucks because he's not going to get any better now. But
he's still going to get better. He's still practicing, but
But yeah, that's what they're going to do now. We finally tapped out and said
that sucks.
Enough's enough.
And that's just due to injuries, they're saying?
It's due to injuries and grades. Yeah, a combo. More injuries than grades. It seems like there's only a couple kids who have grade issues, but when you only have like 16, 17 kids per team already, and then you factor in losing any to grades, you lose 2 kids off of a team to grades. Now it's like, now we're down to 14 kids. That's crazy.
Wow.
So, it's my guess is that Holden will be buried on the depth chart now. He's
you never know. Now it gives him a chance to play against the A team.
I don't know that's going to go well for him. He's been getting thrown around a little bit by some of these B team tackles that are giants compared to him, but we'll see.
How many games in are we? You got
I think they're 5 games in. 5 games down, yeah. B. Hannon says smaller school. We had A, B, and C.
C?
Yeah. I mean, most of the, like Smithson Valley had an A, B, and C. And most of these schools that we've played against have had A, B, and C, but they've consolidated their B and C into one game, which sucks when our team only has like half of a B team.
Right.
So when we've got 16 kids on B team and they've got 50 on their B.
It becomes a safety issue, too.
Yeah. So it's not a smaller school per se. It's a new school. It's a brand new school, and all the kids last year who were set to go to 7th grade last year had the choice of staying at their current schools or starting up this new school, and a good chunk of them said, "Well, I want to just go to the school that I've been going to."
That won't happen anymore.
So so my son's class, which is now the 8th grade class, is a very small class, and they're playing in a district.
Junction Boys.
They're playing in a district with a bunch of teams that seem to have like pretty established programs, established talent.
You're in the same district as a state championship program.
Yeah.
So there's some established deals.
So that's the latest. Only one Bobcat team going forward.
Well, you learn through adversity, just like you learn through success.
Yep. Well, we'll see. Aaron says, my nephew plays for 8th grade A-team New Braunfels Middle School Dragon, or MBMS. I'm assuming that's New Braunfels.
That might be in the same district.
It might, probably is in the same district. I don't know. I don't think we've played the New Braunfels Dragons yet, but I'm guessing they're on the schedule.
So the New Braunfels Dragons
maybe I'll see you at the game, Aaron.
Become unicorns?
I think so.
So you're a dragon, then you're a unicorn?
Yeah.
You New Braunfels types, you got they're interesting nomenclature.
They're mythical.
They are mythical.
Mythical creatures. That's what they're going for, I guess. I'll keep you updated on how practices.
Well, maybe there's a W imminent. Maybe he might not play, but he'll walk away with a W, and that's enough. Like we've been saying, at least you're winning. That cures all evils.
Well, the B team has had much more team success than the A team thus far.
Maybe they're here to help. We're bringing up the B team to help you guys out.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna.
Well, baseball season's just around the corner.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. He's
hey,
like,
baseball, you'll be pitching and catching here in a couple months.
No matter how much I suck, there's always baseball coming around the corner, and they did have middle school baseball there too. So he's stoked for that. John says, "Are y'all Piper, AJ?" Eventually, that's where he'll go. He'll go to Piper next year. But yeah, that's I don't know that he's, and I don't, again, depending on how his growth continues, I don't know that he's going to play football in high school. I don't know that would make a high school football team.
I would hate. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. It's a long way.
Because you've got,
and that's a big school. We'll see.
But see, the thing is,
but
he's coming in with such a small
new
class. His opportunity is going to be higher.
He's also imminent to grow, and he's already pretty big, but he hasn't hit puberty yet, and like not full blown.
See,
so there was when Jake got hairy and stinky, he also grew 5 inches.
He wears a 12.5 shoe, brother.
Yeah,
I've seen his ankles. His ankles are 6 inches around.
13 years old.
He's gonna be a moose. He's gonna be a big boy. And trust me, coaches are going. Whenever you introduce your son when he goes to that first visit to the high school, take his older brother with him. I'm telling you, is that your brother? Come on in here, son.
Yeah, chances are good. This one's going to look kind of like that one.
Yeah, so he'll grow into this. That helps.
I can show him on the depth chart where Holden is like, at every age, about 2 or 3 inches bigger and about 30 pounds heavier than Jake. So He'll probably be bigger
He's
than
the
my older
acorn
one.
for the massive potential of growth. So coaches will see that and go, well, you might not be there now, but I expect where you're going to be.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
Put you in the weight room and feed you some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all summer long and come back and see how things look.
And my guess is he puts on some good weight this summer, and we'll see how he ends up doing. But yeah, it'll be a different look. I got a feeling I'm going to be sitting in the crowd watching my son not play football games.
Well, that way you can look at your phone. You can,
I guess you're right.
You can actually multitask at that point.
I could do that. B. Hannon says, you never know, didn't stop growing until I was 22. We had that discussion yesterday.
Yeah, talking about Wemby growing another inch. And I was the same way. So you do never know. But I do think you could predicate what's going to happen by what happened to you. And I think that his growth spurt's going to happen fast. He's going to hit it all, and it'll tail off.
Yeah.
Did Jake continue to grow?
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, Jake. He actually was late too. He didn't really hit. I mean, he was like 6'1" when he got to high school, 6 foot 6'1", but then like between sophomore and junior year, he got up to about 6'4", 6'5" and that's where he's hovered since. But Estrada says it's better to be an athlete at a small school if you want to play multiple sports.
Truth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what is
Piper's not a small school.
It's not a small school. No.
That's a 6A school.
No, yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know that he's going to be capable of being a multi-sport athlete. So it's not really.
This is about
and
learning and your enjoyment. This is all this is about.
The middle school coaches have asked him to try out for basketball, and he doesn't. He hates basketball. He's like, I don't like playing.
Let me have him for a couple of days.
And well, he's like, it's just not fun. Because when he played basketball as a little kid, they just put him in the post and like taught him to play a zone, and it was boring. And he's like,
that is boring.
And he's like, it's not fun, So he wants to have fun. I guess if you're getting your ass kicked playing football and you're having fun, that's at least half the battle.
It's all of the battle.
They've gotten their ass kicked
all of
plenty. You're still having a little bit of fun. All right. Enough about me. Back to the big stuff.
Really more about the boys. But
well, yeah.
There's nothing to do with
I don't think many people care about middle school football around these parts. We do have NFL tonight, and we do have college football as well tonight. There's a Thursday night. I think we're running out of weeks where we're not going to have Tuesday, Wednesday college football. That's coming
action.
Pretty soon.
I need some action
tonight. Now we don't have good football tonight. We've got Sam Houston at New Mexico State. Sam Houston, winless Sam Houston is a 1.5-point road favorite at New Mexico State. If you're into those sort of things, they're heading out to Las Cruces to play that one. There's a few games on tap tomorrow. I think we got like 5 college games going tomorrow, and we'll dig way more into the schedule tomorrow for this weekend's college football. Texas, Florida, obviously a big game. We'll see how A&M does against Mississippi State, who's certainly better than I thought they were, and UTSA back in action. We'll dig more into that coming up tomorrow. But I want to next segment. I want to start looking at these NFL games, Rob. We're done hindsight watching. I want to look at the rest of the games coming up this week, including the game tonight. Get into that and the weekend. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
How you feeling today? You wake up without any pain slowing you down? If you did, carry on. But if you're like a lot of us, you're dealing with something painful that while you're able to function regularly, it's keeping you out of the things you really want to do or need to do. And if that's your life, there's a better way to go. I can't recommend a Rosti providers high enough. I've had lower back issues for a lot of my old adult life for a lot of different reasons. And when you have it for so long, you just kind of start to accept that that's just part of your life, and you don't have to do that. I walked into an Erosti, I limped into an Erosti provider, just hoping for just a little bit of respite from the pain. And before I knew it, not only was the pain gone, I was back doing the things that I wanted to do even better than before I hurt myself. That's what I want for you. Erosti providers are outstanding at getting folks out of pain because they treat you a little bit differently than a lot of different medical providers, because this is not about medications to hide or dull the pain. It's not about surgery to prolong the issue. This is about your body fixing itself. And if you're dealing with soft tissue injuries, sprains, or strains, man, oh man, there's no better fix than Erosti. How do you find out about them? Well, I recommend going to their website, Arasti.com. There they got a map of all the local providers, and you can read up on exactly why Arasti has been so successful. You always get a full appraisal when you walk in. They're going to find out why you're hurting. They accept most insurances, and here's the kicker. You don't even need a referral. You can be seen by an Arasti provider today. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. Again, their website is Arasti.com. I'll say it again. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. There's a fix. It's Arasti. Call them today. Let them take care of you. And when they do, come on by and you can thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 is causing heavy delays southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph Boulevard. Over 90 minutes, so you just might want to wait it out. Road work has the roadway reduced to one lane to back up now to FM 1103. You can try Wurzbach Parkway, Nacogdoches. Those are good alternate routes. Usually Lookout would be good, but that's overloaded right now as well. 1604 westbound Kitty Hawk to I-10 Vance Jackson. That's rolling stop and go. Had an earlier accident right around Lookout that did clear, so a slow residual delay. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Specs, Costco, and Alamo City Liquor.
The Gomez Law Firm is the firm that San Antonio turns to for personal injury law. We have Jose from the Gomez Law Firm here with us. With over 1,200 five-star Google reviews, the Gomez Law Firm is proud of the winning record and results that are attached to these reviews.
We encourage people to go online and look at our review because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable choosing the right attorney. And we assure you, if you go to Google and look up our reviews, you're going to be satisfied.
It's important to hire an attorney you can trust, and the reviews speak for themselves. The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted provider of personal injury law since 1973.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
The Gomez Law Firm continues to fight for our San Antonio community, and the results matter. If you've been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then contact them today at joegomezlaw.com. That's joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
In sports, it's the dream team. And if your car is out of warranty, there's a team for that as well. You, the driver, your mechanic, and Endurance to pay for the repair bills. I'm Danica Patrick. In the past 5 years, auto repair costs have gone up over 36%. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all. With an Endurance auto protection plan, no matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done by the certified mechanic of your choice. Plans cover 24/7 towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, and lockout services. Act now and get the benefits of our Elite Plan, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you can never pay for covered auto repairs again. So call now for your free quote.
Call 800-454-4558. That's 800-454-4558. 800-454-4558.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place. so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
Hey, Cowboys fans, want to kick off tailgate season with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Rowdy, and a Dallas Cowboys legend? Stop by the HEB Plus, located at 4100 New Braunfels Avenue in Macrelis Market, San Antonio, from 9 a.m. to noon on Sunday, October 5th. You'll even have a chance to enter to win tickets to an upcoming Dallas Cowboys home game, as well as tour the Hall of Fame bus and more. Don't miss out as we roll into town for the Dallas Cowboys tailgate tour presented by HEB.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we're going to talk some Cowboys football with the COO, Stephen Jones.
He joins us at 4:30 to talk about a tie and that long injury list heading into the game against the New York Jets.
And the Houston Texans finally got a win, but the Astros are out of the playoffs. The general, John McClain, he might be a little sour.
Might.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. It's an NFL Thursday. Say your prayers, little ones. 49ers and the Rams on Thursday Night Football. I think if you wanted to bet on the Rams, you may have missed your window of opportunity, as that line is up to Rams minus 8.5. If I were forced to bet this, it would only be on the 49ers at that number. I don't think, I mean.
Well, the Rams are pretty damn good. Let's not take away. They're just not beautiful doing it, but Puka Nacua is.
And when the Rams were minus 6.5, I would have said, yeah, I'll probably take the Rams. 8.5, it's a little wild. It's a little wild, especially given the injuries. And the other thing is, I don't know if there's really how much of the drop-off there is from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones.
That's where we should – I think that worst-case scenario right here, one is to lose, obviously, but second is to start that second guess, oh, crap, what have we done? Why did we pay Purdy?
Yeah.
Why did we do this? Because we're already finding out, less than a month into this big contract, that he is imminently replaceable.
He's kind of just there, which
I guess no, this is Jerry will be dealing with his bad decision for Dak for another year, maybe 2. And I think
although his is looking a lot better right now.
It always does. I mean, over time, that contract looks better. But, you know, the questions about Dak would be the same things that Purdy's going to be dealing with. You're going to have to, I mean, as long as they're not winning because of him, there's always going to be the question, do we need you?
Yeah. Anything? I mean, you heard me in my Underdog commercial. I was talking about Puka Nacua.
Puka's a cheat code. I don't see them stopping him.
I think McCaffrey on receptions is pretty solid too. Is there anything else you're looking at?
I'd look at McCaffrey's total yards, receptions, anything to do with McCaffrey, because he's going to get a lot of usage rate, and I think Debo's going to be the same way. For the Rams, I'm not sure if Kyron's going to be able to run the ball. I don't know if I like him as a skill kind of get tonight. I'd like to see what his production looks like. But they have him anything around 65 to 70 yards. I think that's probably where the sweet spot.
67.5.
So right in there. I at 67, I might go over because I do think they're going to move the ball a little bit easier. So there's some money to be had, but not a lot on the 49er side, I think.
Yeah. Mac Jones, 216.5 passing yards.
That's I'll tell you this: if he gets to 250, they win.
Well, I think they're going to be throwing.
Well, I think it'll be a lot of yak, a lot of short passes.
Sure.
If he gets some yak, then at 250, 275, at least that's moving the ball. But I think they're going to be playing catch-up all night long.
What about Mac Jones, 8.5 rushing yards?
No.
You don't think he does?
No, that's one thing I know he ain't going to do.
I want to see him take off.
I'd look for more passing yards. I get the sense they're going to be behind a lot of the night.
I do too. And that's why I like the receiving yards for McCaffrey more than his rushing yards are 63.5.
Total yards, what are you at?
His receiving yards are 53.5.
So a little bit over 100?
Yeah, so for McCaffrey, it's he's let me see if they give you any kind of a discount on his combined yards. Rushing, receiving yards, McCaffrey is sitting at 123.5.
That's too high.
Yeah, I think it is too.
That's a little high.
Although he's the easy safety valve.
Well, if they're going to win, it's going to be because they do that. I'm just not sure they can do that. Is my point.
All right, let's start looking at the games this weekend. Vikings are at the Browns in London. Vikings 3.5 point
They're
favorites.
set up. This is the easiest European run of all time. They get to go play 2 games. They're acclimated. They've already been practicing. They've had enough of the Guinness. I mean, it just doesn't seem fair that they got to wait a week.
They're playing a quarterback making his first ever start.
So it just seems like this is an easy Viking take here.
What I will say is, against the blitz, at least in college, Dylan Gabriel was elite against the blitz and mediocre when not blitzed. And we know Minnesota's going to blitz.
Well, that's a crazy stat when you think about it.
Like that you're better when you're blitzed than when not.
How good he is with people in his grill.
Well, it's all about and it's guys who get the ball out quick.
Yeah.
Tua's great against the blitz because he's going to get the ball. He's just looking for a spot. Mm-hmm. The Browns defense is so good. The total in this game is 36. That's 36.5 if you find a good number. There's no way I could bet the over.
No.
The Browns playing. Think about this: the Browns playing with a rookie quarterback and an elite defense, and Carson Wentz on the other side.
But the one thing Gabriel will provide, at least offensively, is a little bit more mobility. And
yes.
I think that might add maybe 3, 4, maybe a field goal to this total. So maybe that might be a little low, that they can just do a little bit more than before, because I do think there might be a first down or two to be had, another 25 total yards just because of that. And that leads you to some field goals that might not have been there, because that number, 36, you'll be silly number.
Yeah, you'll be hard-pressed to find an NFL total lower than 36. The Raiders are at the Colts. Colts laying 6.5 at home. I think I'm interested in backing the Raiders, catching around a touchdown.
If the Raiders roll into the Colts and win, do we just go, that's it, I'm out? Colts ain't that.
Yes.
I think so.
And I think, I don't know that that's necessarily true, because the Colts still play in a very winnable division. It's the Colts and the Jags seem like the teams to beat there. But we started to see the last week was the first time where we started to see the kind of unraveling of Danny Dimes, and it's like, oh, you're turning back into Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I see what's happening here.
If Jonathan Taylor can run the football, they'll be all right.
Of course.
Run the football. I know that's an obvious statement, but especially in this game.
Yeah. Oh God, I can't believe this is a real football game that's happening. The Giants are at the Saints. New Orleans is a 1.5 point favorite.
Just because it's two bad teams doesn't mean it can't be a fun game.
No,
because I think Jackson Dart and Scattaboo are going to be kind of interesting to watch. If I'm the Giants, I'm teeing off. I got nothing to lose. My best player's gone. I lost my best player on the roster for the rest of the year. I think the same way with the Saints. That offense, while being kind of silly with Spencer Rattler, those two wide receivers are actually getting buckets. They're actually moving the football. I think it's a terrible football game. It'll be a fun watch. I think there's going to be points scored.
Give me the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the home team. Might be the only game the Saints win this year.
Well, Jackson Dart, he's a 1-0, baby.
Jackson Dart threw for 111 yards last week.
1-0. You're right. But he is 1-0.
111
He's rookie of the year in my mind.
Like, all of his yards came on the first drive that they went down and scored on. I think he had like 10 yards for the rest of the game.
He's young. He finishes fast. You'll get older.
Yeah,
he'll last longer.
You'll get a little more mature. You'll last.
Start thinking about baseball and things.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm not looking to back, especially now, not looking to back the Giants without their best player.
This is going to be a red zone game that we're not even going to know was on.
That game happened.
0-0. Oh,
Interesting. The Houston Texans are at the Baltimore Ravens in a game that I think is a lot different than anybody thought it was going to be.
Death match 2000.
How about
Lose
this?
or go home.
What if I told you the 1-3 Houston Texans are road favorites over the 1-3 Baltimore Ravens?
Because this is the first defense that might actually let this Texans offense look good.
And normally it would be an offense that can make this Texans defense look bad, but without Lamar.
This defense is good for Texans. They're going to lock this team down.
If there's no Lamar, it's hard for me to want anything to do with the Ravens because their defense is dreadful.
They are going to get a massive dose of Derrick Henry. If I'm Harbaugh, the one thing I have to do that I have not been able to do is run the football. Derrick, you better lace them up tight. You're getting 40 carries this weekend.
Cowboys at the Jets. Jets 2.5-point home dogs to the Dallas Cowboys. Ugh. This is so tough. I don't want to be interested in the Jets here, but I don't know that the Jets should be home underdogs to this Cowboys defense. It's just atrocious.
Now, keep in mind the quarterback, your favorite quarterback's on the other side. I'll say this. Under Jason Garrett, the Cowboys lose this game 7 out of 10. Under Mike McCarthy, they lose 5 out of 10. Under Shoddy, we'll see. This is the kind of game that Cowboy fan hates. We despise the road bad team game, the trap game, because the Cowboys will stumble down to your level as fast as possible. Is Shoddy going to be the guy, the coach that finally, after all these years, brings a team in that you are obviously better than? Even though you're banged up, you are better than him. Go beat him.
Well, and as I've been talking about it, I've talked about it a couple times. We talked about it with Mike Elko and his quarterback. Some quarterbacks do really well against man. Some do really well against zone. Justin Fields, historically, the only success he's ever had in his life is against man coverage.
Rolling out with man.
And the Cowboys are running the least amount of man coverage in the NFL this year. They just can't do it.
Justin Fields. I mean, they might be wide open. I'm going to trust that the quarterback can't get them the ball.
Okay.
I just feel like this is one of the. I say that. I don't know. Like I said, if this was Jason Garrett, I'd be betting Jets. If this was Mike McCarthy, I'd stay away completely. Now that Shoddy's here, he seems to be saying and doing the kind of things that help average team beat bad team. I don't know. I feel like they're trending that way.
Okay. Well, if Justin Fields goes out there and looks like
there'll be no moral victories.
Russell Wilson, we got real problems.
If you tie the Jets, if you even look good against the Jets and lose, there will be no moral victories here. Now we start questioning what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think there will have to be some real questions.
Well, all they need is one Tyler. We got 3 hurt. Just bring one up. I don't care which one.
Any one of them.
Just bring a Tyler.
Broncos are at the Eagles. Broncos catching 3.5 on the road. I will probably be on the Broncos this weekend.
I hope so. I'm a fan anyway.
The Eagles keep playing with fire and keep getting away with it. My problem is I don't
trust quarterback against that defense.
I have not liked what I've seen out of Bo Nix
I don't
at
like
all.
That. Those DBs are quick to the ball, and he's going to be running for it. They're going to have to run the football and be real safe with it.
Total in this game is 43.5. I think I like an under on that. This should be a rock fight. Old school NFL game. Dolphins at the Panthers. Miami 1.5-point road favorites. Listen, do not get caught in the moment. Miami got a win over the hapless Jets last week at home, and now they lost their best offensive player, and now they are road favorites. I don't care that it's the Panthers. The Dolphins should not be favored on the road against anybody.
Well, I saw the Panthers hang 30 on Atlanta. I mean, I get the line.
The Dolphins' defense is dreadful.
Yeah, they're I don't know. Are they going to wear the black uniforms?
I don't think so. That's only at home and only in their division
then
games.
They're doomed.
Yeah, I think I think I'm going to have money on the Panthers like a stupid idiot this weekend. I hate that too.
Just keep wearing them all black.
I hate betting on teams that I know I don't want to be involved with, but the numbers make me do it.
I'm staying far away from this. This is the game where Tua gets concussed.
I don't know. I thought he got concussed last week, and he hopped up smiling like he was the Joker.
I guess that's right.
I know, right?
Yeah, he got lit up, and he was like, "Hey!"
Well, I mean, they snapped the leg of their most talented player. Now it's time to lose the quarterback. I want to see Mike McCarthy, or what's his name, McDaniel. I want to see him just slowly. He doesn't look good. It looks like he's not eating. Like, dude, you don't look good. The stress is getting you.
He looks stressed.
He's turning gray. It looks like he's been president for the last 3 years.
Yes, that's what's
dude,
happening.
you don't look good. This isn't good for you.
Bucks are at Seattle. Battle of 3-1 teams.
Fun foot. This might be the most fun football game this week.
Seattle's a 3.5-point favorite. Seattle's probably my favorite side this week. I think Seattle might be the team in the NFL that's been good that no one's talking about.
Is Sam Darnold becoming the next Baker Mayfield, quietly winning football
They're
games?
very similar, it seems. Very similar. Yeah, and he's done a pretty good job. Only 2 interceptions this season. He's done a pretty good job protecting the football. I think I like the Seahawks this weekend. The other 3 o'clock games, Cardinals host the Titans. Oh, my God.
The other game, no one is going to see on Red Zone.
No
points were scored. I don't know.
Sometimes there's teams that are so bad that I just can't bet on them. And I've already said I might bet on the Saints this weekend. I might bet on the Panthers this weekend. I don't know if I can bet on the Titans. They feel like a rudderless ship. Arizona is a 7.5-point favorite, though. That's a crazy number.
If they don't beat them by 14 points. If you don't roll out,
then
and
what?
beat
Arizona's no good? Yeah, they're no good.
No, I'm talking specifically about my quarterback. Kyler Murray, on you today. You better beat this team by 14 points. I don't care how you get it done. You better prove that at the very least you're 14 points better than the worst team in football.
I don't even know who is going to play running back for the Cardinals
I don't either.
this
That's
weekend.
The problem. I think
James Conner's out. Trey Benson is now on the IR. I don't know who's going to be running the football for the Cardinals, but this is going to be a lot on Kyler because it's tough to run against this Titans front. That's the one thing about them that's useful.
Their defense is solid. They're going to be in a position to win. Can this offense get enough? 14. I'm telling you, you better beat them by 14, Kyler.
Lions are at the Bengals. Bengals are 10.5-point home underdogs.
This could get really ugly.
But this is the thing. Last week they were 10.5-point underdogs against the Vikings. Is that fair? Now they're at home being 10.5-point dogs at home.
Okay, and I'll be a Bengal defender. Let's defend the Bengals and tell me, and let's see if we can find a reason why they will win. They're not going to stop them. We know the defense.
I don't think you can find. I'm not going to find a reason.
See,
that they'll
there's
win.
not a reason. Even if Jake Browning only threw 2 interceptions instead of 4, know what? I mean, what exactly are they going to be capable of to win the football game? I don't care where they play.
I just need to find a reason to have them not lose by more than 10 points.
On the other side of that, I think Dan Campbell is putting his foot on the gas pedal, like saying, "You guys thought my offense was going to suck because I lost my coordinator.
It does seem like there's
some more 50."
There is some of that. Detroit, though, with look ahead, they're at Kansas City next week.
Ooh,
so
crap game. They only win by 10.
Maybe that's all I'm saying.
Right.
All I'm saying. All right, we got 1 hour left. I got a little more NFL, a few more NFL games to go through. We'll do that on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why rewards members get free standard shipping, starting at Silver Key or Gold Pro status. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/shipping terms subject to change.
Are you ready for hunting season? You got your camo out, your guns ready, everything ready to take down those beautiful animals. How are you going to get to that beautiful lease? How are you going to drive around inside that lease? How are you going to get to the blind? It better be in something orange, not just for safety, because that means you're riding around in a Kubota. Breeze around the property in your Kubota RTV, the sidekick that'll get you up to speeds of 40 miles per hour. Man, you'll get up to the lease no time. You'll get up to your blind back before anybody else eating first. That matters. With your RTV 1140, you can take the family along too. That's the family model. Get an additional 2-year extended warranty on all your hay balers and cutters from Ewald Kubota. A 2-year comes standard with Ewald, and we're giving you 2 more. That's 4 years of peace of mind when you go with the reliable Kubota hay equipment. And Kubota Kubota tractors, my daddy always said it. It is the truth. That is a fine tractor. Their RTVs, their zero-turn mowers, Kubota construction equipment, sales, parts, rental, service, all under one roof. And rental, man, oh man, whatever you need, you can get it by the day, by the week. They'll even bring it out to your site. Family owned and operated for 75 years. Accessible customer service and exceptional customer service. From the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Football season is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Playing on Underdog's so simple. You pick your favorite players if they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns. You get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. The easiest money going these days, whoever's playing quarterback against the Cowboys, they're going higher on their yards, right? Puka Nacua is catching 10 footballs a week. Let's go higher on him. And it's not just football. They've got baseball, UFC, whatever you love, they've got it at Underdog. It's so simple, guys. Download the app today, sign up with promo code Alamo, score $100 in bonus funds when you play for your first $5. That's promo code Alamo, A-L-A-M-O. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
In sports, it's the dream team. And if your car is out of warranty, there's a team for that as well. You, the driver, your mechanic, and Endurance to pay for the repair bills. I'm Danica Patrick. In the past 5 years, auto repair costs have gone up over 36%. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all. With an Endurance auto protection plan, no matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done by the certified mechanic of your choice. Plans cover 24/7 towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, and lockout services. Act now and get the benefits of our Elite Plan, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again. So call now for your free quote.
Call 800-454-4558. That's 800-454-4558. 800-454-4558.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
911, what's your emergency?
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month in San Antonio. 7 domestic violence calls happen every hour. The time to end domestic violence in our community is now. Step out of violence. You are not alone. Call 211 for help. Call 911 if it's an emergency.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 is causing heavy delays southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph Boulevard. over 90 minutes, so you just might want to wait it out. Roadwork has the roadway reduced to one lane. The backup now to FM 1103. You can try Wurzbach Parkway, Nacogdoches. Those are good alternate routes. Usually Lookout would be good, but that's overloaded right now as well. 1604 westbound Kitty Hawk to I-10 Vance Jackson. That's rolling stop and go. Had an earlier accident right around Lookout that did clear, so a slow residual delay. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
We have NFL football tonight as the 49ers take on the L.A. Rams. San Francisco will be without quarterback Brock Purdy, who re-aggravated his toe injury in the loss to Jacksonville. The Dallas Cowboys have activated wide receiver Jonathan Mingo and cornerback Kalen Carson off the injured reserve list, opening their 21-day practice window to return to play. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:03 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on a small Friday. Oh, tomorrow's the big one. Tomorrow's regular-sized Friday.
Full size. We're not the fun size Friday.
No, we're in the rich people neighborhood tomorrow.
Getting a full-on
full-size candy bar. Oh man, it is almost Halloween. I guess my kid's gonna go score me some candy pretty soon. My kid might be getting too old to trick or treat.
You're never too old.
I think 8th grade.
No, I mean like we are certainly.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna trick or treat, tell him to at least put on a costume.
Yeah,
don't just come to my door. Well, I don't have trick-or-treaters. But when I did, and it was just a kid that just showed up with like a T-shirt on, like,
oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. You have to go steal from your little brother. I'm not giving it to you.
No effort.
You have to go take it from your brothers.
A couple people saying Emery Mercado is going to be the guy for the Cardinals, and he was the guy who took over last week, but I don't think he can carry a full load.
No.
He's he's an undrafted free agent. He is basically like a special teams. He's played a couple third downs, but he's not been a guy who you can count on. I can't imagine they're going to count on him. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
This team was built with Kyler Murray moving around and hitting his speed receivers in space. This is what this team was built to do, and have a defense to just stop you and score enough big plays to win football games. That's the plan. It's just his receivers can't catch the football. His running back is now hurt, so he has no safety net, and his defense wasn't in what they thought they were going to have.
Yeah, it's not a great combo. What about the Washington Commanders at the LA Chargers? Still waiting on the status of Jaden Daniels, although last week they said that he was, they acted like there was still a chance he could play up until the last minute. Chargers coming off their first loss, go back home and get Washington, although, man, Joe Alt's not going to play, almost certainly. So the Chargers are really beat up on the offensive line.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, you don't think?
No. Oh, Marion Hampton, if they can just get a couple of holes open. If I'm the Commanders, you are nothing without a fully healthy Jaden McDaniels. Don't even tease him. Make sure he is 100% before you even put him back on the field. What are you doing?
Well, they are 0-2 on the road.
I don't care. You're going to be 0-17 without Jaden Daniels. So don't mess around.
They beat the Giants. They beat the Raiders. This would be, if they are able to win this game, their first win over a competent football team. I tend to side with the Chargers too, but the O-line, that stuff worries me, man.
You're at home. You just got your ass kicked by a bad team. This Harbaugh team better. And the thing about the Chargers, even at their best, they're not spectacular.
Right.
So you just go out and do your job and win the football game. You don't have to beat them by, 40. They're a bad football team. Just be better.
And the Sunday night football game, the Bills host the Patriots. They are 7.5-point favorites over New England. Still a lot of question marks about who's going to play for Buffalo. The good news is, though, the guys that are out, and the real weakness of Buffalo so far has been you can run on Buffalo.
Yeah, their linebackers are hurt.
But I don't know if New England can run, period.
They can if they can hold on to the football, one. They got two decent backs, but They're just outclassed in this game. This isn't just outclassed, but of the 22 starters, they're outclassed at 18 of them. You know what I mean? It's just Jimmys and Joes in this one.
Yeah, last year the Bills lost to the Patriots in Week 18. Like they were resting everybody. They couldn't get home field advantage. They couldn't surpass the Chiefs, but they were resting guys. But they played a couple weeks before that, and it was a 24-21 win in Buffalo. Drake May actually played really well in that game. Josh Allen only had 154 yards passing. But again, new coaching staff, new New England team. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not laying it with Buffalo. Though.
No, but part of it is, and we've talked about it with Buffalo. They don't have to prove anything.
No, they're going out trying to win games and move on.
You don't even need to play everybody. Just win a football game. We're waiting for what you do in February. That's all that matters.
I think the Bills are just trying to get through their schedule. They've got this game, one more, then they get a bye week, then they've got Carolina. And then the Chiefs game. Everybody circled that Chiefs game. Anything between now and the Chiefs game, I expect them to just try and survive in advance.
This is an RPP. It is. But my concern as Buffalo fan would be, how are you going to keep the blade sharp against all these bad football teams one week after another when you really just don't have to be all that good to look good?
Well, the schedule's tougher late in the season. You've got to run. After that Kansas City game, you're at Miami, home Tampa, at Houston, at Pittsburgh, home Bengals, which, by the way, that Joe Burrow could be back by then. And then you're at New England, at Cleveland, home Philly. So that's some tough defenses at least.
Some tough games out there, but this is going to be – I'm certainly – the real witchcraft here is you don't want this team to get too hot too early against some bad football teams and think that it's just easy. And not that they would, but this feels kind of like back in the old NBA days where – the Lakers would just coast through the West. You know, there was never any doubt. It's just get there healthy and play. And then they had to kind of tune it up and find their the precision.
It feels like right now the Bills are coasting.
Yeah.
And listen, I was actually glad that New Orleans tested them a little bit last week, like that it wasn't just a walkover game, which I hope was maybe a wake-up call that you can't just roll your helmets out there. It's the NFL still. I don't think there's any risk of that happening on Sunday Night Football against a division rival.
Just don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Get out of there. RPPs, man.
But I think on Sunday Night Football, division rival, we'll get a good game from the Bills.
And the fact of the matter is, and everybody listening, how often do you sit down and watch New England play? You know, when was the last time you actually saw New England go through more than 2 or 3 series of football before you turn the channel?
Yeah,
we'll treat it as a learning experience. I want to see this team.
Yep.
See if Stephon Diggs is still the dude.
But I do think New England is I think they're improved. I do think, like, just watching them a little bit last week against the Panthers, I saw them in really, I thought they outplayed the Steelers in a game that they lost. And then even week 1, I thought they outplayed the Raiders in a game that they lost. So if we were talking about the 4-0 Patriots, this would be a lot different looking situation.
They're a brisket. They're 4 hours into the cook. They're a brisket looking so good so far.
But also, so far, they've played Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers.
It's a lot of smoke.
This might be a wake-up call for you're actually going to feel fire on you.
See some fire this time, yeah.
What's funny is their 2 after this are Saints. They go after the Bills game, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons. Man, the schedule for the Patriots is soft.
I'm waiting for May to have a signature moment. I want him to have, I don't know what it'll be, but I want something that everybody in New England knows. I think, Vrabel knows, the guys that play with him know. But I think that what New England needs is for the fandom to go, there it is. Yeah. That's the moment. That's what we've been waiting on. We're not there yet.
I've seen some things out of him that I like a lot. I just think it's a ways from where they want him to be, in particular ways away from where Buffalo's at right now. But there's a reason why it's so hard to go 16-0, 17-0. Like, we've seen one team do it. It's very difficult to keep on your A game week in and week out.
But I don't think this will be the game that Buffalo stumbles.
I hope not.
No, it won't.
Want that. Gary says they're going to slip up on one game before Kansas City and lose.
They might. I mean, it is in the NFL, and you're allowed to do that. But these are some pretty low-end teams. My concern isn't the losing. It's the when you're successful by not doing it at 100%, that you kind of tend to revert back to the easy path.
I think the same thing can be said for the Bills that's being said for the Eagles right now. Everyone kind of expects them to drop something along the way. Like, because I agree with this. I don't think anybody's great in the NFL this year. I don't think there's any teams that are like run away from you great. That includes the two teams that are 4-0, Buffalo and Philly. I think Buffalo's got a little bit of the same thing Philly's got, where it's like, yeah, they're good, but they've got enough flaws that they're gonna lose a couple games, and it's gonna happen for Buffalo. I don't know when it's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen this week, I hope it's at the Falcons, because if they lose at the Panthers the week before the Chiefs game, I'm gonna be pissed.
That won't happen.
I can't. That would piss me off.
Losing
at Atlanta, okay. It ain't a great loss, but I'll take that. You lose at Carolina, just don't even bother showing up to Kansas City. I don't want to even think about the possibility.
So we're
of that
3 weeks from Kansas City, or 2 weeks?
3 weeks. We are technically 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay, 3 games, 4 weeks.
Because they've got a bye week. So it's November 2nd. So it's a month from today. Kansas City at Buffalo. 3:25 p.m. The autumn wind is a Buffalo.
Is it a Buffalo?
It is. I hope. God, I hope it is. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your midday commute, 1604 westbound at Lookout. Got a stall right lane. 6-8 minute delay slow from Pat Booker Road. On 35 southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph, we still got this road work with the roadway reduced to 1 lane. It's a 30-minute commute. It's got you slow from Weederstein, Lookout, Nacogdoches, Wurzbach Parkway. Good alternate routes. On Loop 410 southbound, that connector to Highway 90, we've got a stall. The connector partially blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon, the Cowboys are in the Garden State of New Jersey, taking on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. Pre-game starts at 11. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. You like that? How about them Cowboys? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice, no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma, too.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George Gets Justice falls back in full swing. More traffic, tighter schedules, and drivers in a hurry. If someone crashes into you, don't just hope things work out. You need to get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George has spent decades fighting for local families and getting real results. You only pay if they win. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George Gets Justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231231. That's BILL to 231231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports, not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The soul of the West lives on in every pair of handcrafted cowboy boots. At Boot Barn, we're proud to carry a heritage brand that's been preserving tradition and honing their craft since 1879. Made with techniques passed down from father to son, Justin boots stand for quality, comfort, and timelessness. With roots going back over 100 years, they're more than a boot maker. They're a Western legacy. Justin Boots at Boot Barn.
Imagine owning coastal land with ocean views and world-class fishing just off Matagorda Bay. Well, dream no more. Saturday, October 11th, mark your calendars for our fall one-day coastal land sale at Driftwood Shores at Wolf Point. We're unveiling incredible coastal properties. We're talking 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9 and waterfront properties starting at $99.9, or with a barn dominium from just $169.9. Wow! This gated community boasts a waterfront resort-style pool and cabana, your own boat slip and launch with paved roads and underground utilities. It's all happening Saturday, October 11th. 1+ acre with ocean access just $49.9. Texas coastal waterfront properties from $99.9 with barn dominium from only $169.9. Call now for your private tour at 210-853-0389. Excellent financing is available. Call 210-853-0389. That's 210-853-0389.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right. Morning Huddle 94.1. This is a sensitive subject, but I want to discuss it. A court has ruled that the Constitution protects private possession of AI-generated child porn.
What?
Yeah.
They're obviously ruling on precedent. But that just sounds a little creep. There's a little creep factor going on here.
So it's not real.
But it's real.
But it's real.
I don't know, man.
Now, this fellow on Twitter said, why on earth should we be concerned about this? The problem with child pornography is not that its consumption is inherently immoral.
It is inherently immoral, but move on.
Which it is. But that its production entails harm. Would you say
that is true?
Would you say that dangerous mining conditions make lab-grown diamonds immoral too?
No, I would not say that because there's no morality in that.
And what he says is this reveals the core of anti-pedophile sentiment as being no different from anti-homosexual sentiment.
Nope.
Both are purportedly about the harm to individuals, but are actually about persecuting disfavored minorities. We should ban harmful things, not things we dislike in others.
I think that
I don't know, man.
I think any kind of AI, like I'm for banning. I'm for like burying all of them. If AI in anything, I'm out on it.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a hard one to get me to sway on.
No, I think that'll be turned over on appeal. We'll figure this out.
Yeah.
We just don't have a right law yet. This is a new thing.
Right.
We need to. These are the things we need to figure out now. We can't have a government shutdown because we need to. We got some things to figure out. Government, if that's going on, y'all better get back to work.
Man, how'd you like to have to be dealing with that? That's today or the last couple of weeks dealing with that lawsuit.
I don't want to deal with that. Let's see. Okay, a burglar. I love that word.
Good name. You got burgled.
Burgled. I particularly like the Hamburglar. Like think about a dude who his only goal in life.
Everybody, when you said burglar, we all pictured the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Every one of us. Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Think about his only goal in life to go around stealing hamburgers.
Man.
Like
not a bad gig, really.
What a life if you can get it. Remember that guy from Popeye that like he just wanted all he cared about.
Wimpy.
Yeah, all he cared about was hamburgers.
Glad you pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yes, the hamburger theft
by the way,
is historical in this country. There's always been hamburger thievery. Well, this guy trying to burgle a home, and turned out that the house that he was trying to burgle belonged to an MMA fighter.
We all love these stories. I love these stories.
Nice.
Yes, I love these. The FAFO stories.
Henny Rojas is an MMA fighter, and he was on the other side of the window, and he gave him a good beating.
I love a good beating to a burglar.
He was later found by police and arrested on suspicion of home invasion. After being processed, Austin's mugshot shows him left with cuts and bruises. This is what he looked like after trying to burgle a house. Here you go. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Be careful.
We like this.
This is like, it's always embarrassing, I think, when someone breaks into the house of like an old Nam vet and they get shot. That's one thing. Like, you break into the house, you might get shot, but imagine you break into the house and somebody just whips your
ass kicked.
And doesn't shoot you, doesn't like hold you at gunpoint till the cops there. He just beats the hell out of you and says, "All right, get out of here now."
And you're
and then you
call
leave.
the cops, please.
Please.
Call the cops.
Officers, please. Come help me. So he's now facing those charges. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. Let's see, where else? What else should we? Oh, Florida. Let's stay in Florida. That was a Florida story. Let's stay with this one. Palm Coast, Florida. A driver was pulled over going 107 miles per hour.
In a Hyundai?
57-year-old Michael Stanek was racing down the freeway, got pulled over. And now in Florida, motorists caught driving over the speed limit by 50 miles an hour or over 100 are considered super speeders and can face jail time.
A super speeder.
After requesting that he exit the vehicle, the deputy is then heard asking Stanek why he was going so fast, to which Stanek replies, "I have an appointment with my barber in New Smyrna."
In New Smyrna? I know where that is.
He had to get to the barber shop. I was driving 107. My barber's going to cancel my appointment on me. Yeah, that's not it's not on the list of excuses that's allowable.
Like had a baby delivery, got to poop.
Yeah.
You need a haircut.
Yeah, not
good barber though.
Not wise. Let's see where else we've got for our non-sporting stories. This is a bad call. If you're a government civilian, an Army civilian who's like working in...
Well, you might not be working today, but...
Well, that's true. An Army civilian accused of stealing more than $500,000 from Installation Management Command was arrested last week after purchasing a same-day flight to Paris following investigators' questioning of command leadership.
Wait a minute. Where was this?
This was at Fort Sam Houston.
That's
right
what I was
here.
going to say. I believe this was here in
JBSFA.
San Antonio, yeah.
Lauren Lant worked as the Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Chief of Banking, Investments, and Insurance for IMCOM, which is headquartered here at
Fort Sam.
JBS, yeah.
Or Jordan.
JBSA, whatever. He's charged with theft of government money or property, faces up to 10 years in prison. In his role, he had the ability to make electronic money transfers between bank accounts. He launched his own company, Zurich Consulting.
With the address of his home, as his house. You didn't even try to hide it.
His house in Cibolo was the that's what he went with the home address on. And He moved over $500,000 in 18 transfers from Army bank accounts to his business account. Army CID received information Thursday about those transactions, and they said, hey, we think it's weird that this guy got a flight from Atlanta to Paris tonight. Let's just say he didn't make his flight. He's been working for the Army since 2008, and the arrest comes just a year after another IMCOM civilian was sentenced to 15 years for stealing more than $108 million from youth programs.
Dude.
Guys,
they got you.
They pay attention to those things.
Those electronic transfers, they
notice.
Leave a fingerprint.
They notice. This isn't like the old days where you could I work for the government. I'm going to break into their tool shed and steal me a hacksaw. No, this is different.
Dude, got busted at the airport.
Almost got away. If you are a Springfield teen allegedly damaged 17 vehicles at Missouri State University in a parking lot, and they used ChatGPT and cell data to find him, to lead to his arrest. According to online court dockets, Ryan Joseph Schaefer is charged with felony first-degree property damage in Greene County Circuit Court. Now, he was born in 2006, making him 18, 19 years old.
He's legal.
According to the probable cause statement, he entered a Missouri State parking lot at 2:49 a.m., remained there for over half an hour. While in the lot, he allegedly vandalized 17 vehicles, shattered window shields, ripped off windshield wipers and side mirrors, dented hoods. There's not a total amount of estimated damage, but the statement lists a repair estimate as $2,500 for one Honda. So now we're talking about times, if you say times 17, now you're talking about,
just add up.
You're almost at $500,000. Springfield Police Department shared photos of the suspect through campus, leading one witness to say Schaefer matched the image and provided more information. He admitted to the witness that he smashed a windshield while he walked home. Officers later visited his apartment and questioned him. He denied involvement. They seized a pair of shoes appearing to match those worn by the suspect, and the photos taken at the scene showed shoe prints on several vehicles that they said matched the shoes exactly. So they went back and said, okay, well, we're going to have to look at your phone. The phone was near the parking lot at 2:49 a.m. and later near his apartment at 4:04 a.m. Additionally, the statement details a ChatGPT conversation recovered from Schaefer's phone. That conversation began at around 3:47, 10 minutes after the vandalism ended. In the chat, the user identified as Schaefer described damaging vehicles and asked if he could go to jail. The statement includes multiple excerpts in which the user admitted to smashing cars, referenced Missouri State's parking lot, and made violent statements. The statement says ChatGPT urged the user to seek help, and they stopped later that morning.
I recommend to you.
He is now facing up to 4 years in
now,
prison.
I'm not human, but I'm thinking you might need a little bit of help.
I'm a robot, but you're doing crazy things.
I'm pulling in data from all over the places, and it appears that you're a real, you might want to turn yourself in.
You're something's wrong with you. Like, I don't understand why you're doing this, but you should stop. And another Florida story. A man is accused of touching a woman and exposing himself inside a Dollar Tree in Melbourne, Florida. Now, I know what Vic's wife would do if this happened at her Dollar General.
That dude looked like that other dude.
I was gonna say, That's my wife.
Yes,
right
sir.
That's why I listen.
You can beat the rap. You ain't beating this ride.
No.
Blake Walker Jones was arrested on Tuesday following an investigation into lewd conduct. He was reported to have touched one woman and committed lewd acts towards two separate women. Police said this is the second time he'd gone into this location, where basically he was pulling out his parts and then pointing at something right in the shelf in front of him and asking patrons if they've ever used this product and then turning towards them.
Nice.
Did he have a trench coat on, I hope?
It's like, ma'am, have you ever seen this particular toothpaste?
What do you think of this one?
Gotcha! Yeah. He's
that's a dude that's just out of ideas. That's all I got left, man. That's all I got. Take a look at this.
Jones is charged with felony battery due to prior convictions and exposure of sexual organs. That's what are you in for? Exposure of sexual organs. Oh, yeah? I'm about to be in for the same thing, if you know what I'm saying.
Wink, 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 wink.
How'd you do it? Something like this?
Dude, I don't know how I'd react.
I don't know.
Seriously, man.
You don't know how you'd react to some guy like...
I don't know if I'd just haul off and just punch him, like, just react, like, bam!
Or would you yell at him?
I don't know what I'd do.
I believe I'd whoop somebody's ass if they did that
my
to me.
my first thought is violence.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, but, I'm just going to, grab the...
Or would you just laugh and go...
I mean, I guess maybe you first be like, hey, man, your crank's hanging out.
Dude, you need to zip up, brother.
Yeah.
But then if he touches
you're looking...
Wait, what if he touches your arm?
See?
At that point...
That's the thing. He's touching people while his thing is out.
Is he touching them or caressing the arm?
I don't know. Any touch...
Touches you with like a wet hand. Oh!
No!
If we're in a Walgreens or a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree, wherever, and you've got your crank out and you touch me in any way, I'm going to assume you just hit me in the face with a hammer and we are now in a full violent confrontation. Like, there's no turning back.
Yeah, it's over.
From that. I'm afraid. Do you remember Kate Gosselin?
I do. Didn't she have a whole bunch of babies?
Yes, she's got many, many children.
All at once.
What was it? John and Kate plus 8, and then and then I think John was banging around on her. Is that right?
I don't blame him. I remember this.
Yeah. But she is.
How old are those kids now?
Oh,
got to be up in their 20s, right? They got to be heading toward college.
They have to be in their 20s. Yeah. She's in the hospital asking for prayers during a medical emergency. She says she's going to explain it later, so we don't know her. We don't know it just yet. But she is.
You have 8 kids at once. I know her one place I'm looking.
Yeah. Maybe on her deathbed. We will see. But yeah, Kate Gosselin.
Now they're divorced, right?
Yes, John and Kate are divorced. So, but I don't know that. Are you blaming John?
I don't know. I'm not blaming. I felt like he was living a pretty rough life.
I don't think he was happy.
Yeah, I think it was hard.
Which is probably why he did what he... I'm not defending that. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying she seems like the kind of woman, especially if you got 8 kids at home, that you would have a low tolerance.
It appears all the Gosselin kids are 21.
21 years old.
They were born May the 10th, 2004.
Finally, we get the premiere of Chad Powers. Are you excited about this, Chad Powers?
I am.
Now, to me, this kind of feels like knockoff Ted Lasso.
Well, it's a knockoff of that Eli Manning ESPN thing a couple of years back where they dressed him up as a JUCO quarterback going to some kind of prospect camp.
Yes.
And they took it from that. And he was Chad Powers in that.
Yeah. I remember that.
You think this is going to work?
I think it's going to be hilarious.
It's premiering on Hulu, so if you've got, I don't know what level of Hulu you have to have.
If you have Timu Hulu, you're screwed.
But as of yesterday, it was on Hulu. I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet. So it's 6 episodes. Let me.
Well, I have Timu Hulu. I can't.
I thought you were back on the good stuff now.
Maybe we have turned it on. I haven't. I've yet. When I start Hulu, I will watch Chad Powers second. I still haven't seen King of the Hill.
Reviews are great though for Chad Powers so far. It said, "I didn't think Glenn Powell's new show would work. I was wrong. It is, quote, surprisingly great."
The one worry I have is I hope at some point in his life he played quarterback. I hate it when I watch movies about athletes where the athlete that was chosen was obviously not an athlete, just an actor. If you're going to portray a football player, look like you can throw a pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get the sense that he can.
Yeah. Well, that was like remember when Keanu Reeves was in the movie?
Oh, yeah, when he was playing.
I love Keanu Reeves, but that was tough.
And he'd never. Or the myriad of basketball movies where the dudes have never played basketball. And you're like, you just can't do it this way. You can't show them with the ball in their hand and then flash to the ball going through the net. I got to see some activity. You know what I mean?
The Basketball Diaries is one of my favorite movies.
And DiCaprio
it's so unbelievable.
had never played basketball ever.
And that's why He Got Game was so brilliant, because they said, okay, we're not going to get an actor who can pretend to play basketball. We're going to get a basketball player.
Jesus.
Yeah, and make it, instead of having to do a bunch of AI and make it look like he can play.
The only
just
unbelievable part of that whole movie was when Denzel actually won over Ray Allen. I didn't buy that. That's
took him to school.
A little bit of poetic grace.
Took him to school. All right, let's hit our last break of the day. Last break of the day, guys.
Yeah. That means we only got like 8 or 9 left for the whole week.
No, there's more than that.
Well, about 8, 9. 4, 7, 10. I don't know.
I don't know.
I was told there'd be no math.
Less than 20.
Yeah,
How about that?
there you go.
Oh, you know what? I got one more story here.
All right, what is it?
Biggest winner in history.
Me?
On the Wheel of Fortune. They crowned their biggest winner ever.
Really?
Christina Dvorak of Stamford, Connecticut, broke a record when she amassed over $35,000 in prizes and then won the show's $1 million grand prize.
Whoa.
So imagine becoming a millionaire on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh. Hey, however you can do it,
That's getting over right there.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Then when they asked her, what are you going to do with your
Hookers and blow.
Buy Bitcoin.
Dogecoin.
I'm going to pay off my student loans.
And
Well,
she
at a
won't have
million,
anything
at a-
left.
well, no, at $1 million. Yeah, that's
How
about all of it.
responsible.
I was going to say.
Good thing you got that Elizabethan poetry degree.
Is she paying points on it?
The bonus round clue where she got the million was living things.
Okay. What?
And with just a few letters on the board, she was able to get pack of coyotes.
Wow.
Pack of coyotes.
Yes. Now remember, you get RSTLNE.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Pack of coyotes.
she must have pulled
You're
a
only
Y.
getting the T, the E, and the S.
She must have called out Y, because if you didn't get the Y out there, you would have never gotten coyote.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
That's a tough one. But it got her over $1 million, the greatest prize in Wheel of Fortune
We're
history.
all very happy.
All right. We'll do the daily lines on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Stop! Take a big, long pull of glass water right in front of you. If it is Connecticut water softened, carry on. It's going to be wonderful, delicious, perfect for this part of the world. South Texas, we've got some rough water coming out of our aquifer and out of our wells. But a Connecticut water softener is there to take care of you. Yeah, we love our aquifer water. Make some good sweet tea, fine light beer. But there's some sediment in there that when it lingers can ruin the stuff in your home. From your pipes to your appliances to your skin to your hair. You ever notice all your white slowly turning gray no matter what you do? That's your water. It's not your detergent. It's not your appliance. It's your water. And if you have a Connecticut, that is not a worry. I grew up with a Connecticut, always have had one. From my parents' home to my first couple, I've had a Connecticut because I knew what I was chasing. For those of you that never knew, never had, it's hard to know. Connecticut's the best one out there. Read the reviews. They've got all the awards to prove it. I can tell you it's the best purchase I've made for my homes because I'll tell you, I've never had to follow up. I've never had to use the warranty. It has always worked and worked as it should. And you get something like that, you think it's expensive. It's not. Connecticut's are easily attainable, and right now it's never been easier. If you call 656-PURE today or go to Connecticut SA, you're going to see there's a great deal going on. First of all, they'll come to your home for 90 days to prove to you what I'm telling you is the best. If you're already plumb for it, that'll be no problem. Call them at 656-PURE. Before you know it, you'll have a Connecticut there. After 90 days, when you decide to buy, and you will, great deals there with approved credit. You got 12 months, 0%. You've also got up to $450 in your old water softener. And here's the cool thing. A reverse osmosis drinking station that they're going to give to you. I had to pay for it. You're going to get it free at your kitchen. They got the decor to match your pretty dishes and stuff. And they'll make sure you'll never need to buy another water bottle. What are you waiting for? Connecticut is by far the best one out there. You might as well call them today because eventually you're going to want the best, right? Call Connecticut today. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details. And I know you're going to come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to SASportsStar.com now and register to win. SASportsStar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Dive into the Marvel Universe on the official Marvel Podcast. with the stars of the MCU.
Everybody's going to be talking about whether we're casting for this character.
The creators of Marvel Comics.
Spider-Man is the greatest fictional character in history.
And Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
But if you want the real answer, if we're trying to get real on this podcast,
giving you exclusive access to Marvel's adventures like never before. The official Marvel Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/sports. QUO.com/sports.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
No idea. I find it comical that Pablo Torre every day has more so-called evidence or reports of wrongdoing. And the NBA is going to ask us to believe, okay, Mr. Silver, it's going to take a while. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Rob, I forgot to tell you the bad news.
Well, the commissar's here, so you can tell him.
The Woodstock of Yacht Rock.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't get the invite. It'd come via snail mail, by the way. It wouldn't be email.
Oh, yeah.
It would be
where you live, a freaking horse will deliver it.
Sunset Fest Cabo. The luxury event billed as a yacht. It's billed as a yacht rock paradise on the sandy shores of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, is now in trouble. The project it may not work out.
Most of the performers are having prostate issues.
Most of the performers are drawing out and dropping off the roster. The headliner, Alan Parsons, announced
the whole project or just Alan?
The whole live project. Circumstances outside of Alan Parsons' live project's control. Due to those factors, they will no longer be performing at the Sunset Fest Cabo. Kenny Loggins, Christopher Cross, Al Stewart, Peter Beckett, and Pablo Cruz have all dropped out in the last week. And Ambrosia.
Oh, really?
They are also out.
Well, then who's left?
Friday headliner Rick Springfield is still scheduled to appear.
He's still alive.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. It just says here.
I thought he was dead.
Well,
I thought he was dead too.
That would really ruin the event.
Talk about slowing. When is he going to come on?
Yeah.
So this was going to be in Cabo.
Yeah.
And evidently be over by like 9 p.m.
Apparently so. Yeah.
So that was one of the issues then.
People are calling it Firefest for boomers.
That's good. Yeah.
A bunch of angry old folks roaming around Cabo with white shoes and white belts.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle.
I think Gino Vanelli will be there.
The Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Major League Baseball, Jack Flaherty goes for the Tigers. By the way, all three of these games are winner take all. Game 3, Tigers at the Guardians. Jack Flaherty for the Tigers, Slade Ciccone for the Guardians. Guardians minus 125 favorites at home. Total on that one is 7, juice to the over. Man, I'm trying to not get caught in what teams have done over the last couple weeks. We had 162 games to see who these teams were. The Tigers were better than the Guardians the entirety of the time, except for about the last 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Tigers. A vet on the mound. Give me Flaherty as a
like
dog.
Flaherty, and I like the idea. This was a great baseball team for 160 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like they had a bad September, like a bad dream, and they can put it together, put it out of their mind after today. I like it too.
Padres are at Chicago against the Cubs. Yu Darvish goes for the Padres. Jamison Tyone goes for the Cubs.
Get the sense the Cubs probably should have taken that yesterday.
Cubs are minus 115. I have a feeling they're going to wish they would have gotten that one yesterday. Yu Darvish on the hill here. I think I'm going to go with the road team again.
A little worried.
I'm going to stick with the Padres here. So that's 2 dogs for me so far. Boston at the Yankees. Which, by the way, was a fantastic game yesterday. I watched that game. It was a great game. The Red Sox loaded the bases and end up like the guy who Trevor Story, who had hit a home run earlier to give the Red Sox a lead, was up with the bases loaded and he flew out to the warning track. And the pitcher who came in had runners on first and second with no outs. He got out of it. I mean, it was very impressive. It was a fun game, man. Not a great pitching matchup here. Connolly early going for the Red Sox. Cam Schlittler going for
Didn't really have that in our playbook, did we?
The Yankees. Yankees are minus 165 favorites to get through to the next round. Speaking of the next round, Game 1 on Saturday, Dodgers-Phillies. Shohei Ohtani, Christopher Sanchez going for the Phillies. The Phillies, at least in Game 1, are minus 130 favorites in this one. So
this is going to be one hell of a series.
Yeah.
This two best teams.
Dodgers, Phillies. Now, mind you, the Phillies have home field. What do you think the line is for the series? Series price.
Man, the Dodgers they're waking up those bats, and their pitching is deep. They're going to have Kershaw in just like a reliever. I like the Dodgers, probably in 7.
Dodgers are minus 125. Yeah. Phillies plus 105. I think I'm going to back the Phillies.
I'd like to
as
see
a dog. I think the Phillies can get it done.
The Philly manager, man, despite being a handsome man, has the best name in sports.
Well, yeah, I get it's top.
Saying.
It's up
really
there.
A good one.
Yeah. It's up there. I mean, my name's pretty good too.
Yeah,
AJ, you've become very famous.
I've become very famous.
That guy, Rob Thompson, that guy knows his baseball.
He knows his stuff. You're right.
Handsome man on top of that.
National Football League lines tonight. Mentioned earlier, the Rams are out to 8.5-point favorites. That's absurd. It really is absurd. Like I said, I think there's some DFS or underdog or prize picks, whatever you're into, that I think there's some money to be made there. I like Puka Nacua over receptions, higher receptions. I like Matt Stafford higher on his yards. I like Christian McCaffrey higher on his receiving yards, not so much on rushing yards. In fact, you might be able to I might even look, if you don't trust the higher, I might even look at lower on rushing yards for McCaffrey and see, but I do think that the Rams should win.
I've got McCaffrey at 63.5 on my prize picks.
Receiving?
Rushing.
I like lower.
I like that lower. Let's see what we got. Go ahead.
But yeah, the Rams 8.5-point favorites. Total is 44.5. Man, it's hard to imagine the Niners getting a bunch of offense working with what they've got right now. It's an ugly sight. And who knows? Maybe the Rams end up pulling away from them. 8.5 is just too many points for me to give up on that. That's an absurd number. Now, New Mexico State is a 2.5-point home dog hosting Sam Houston. I'm not really sure why. Sam Houston's 0-4, New Mexico State 2-2, and New Mexico State's looked reasonably good. I don't think Sam Houston should be a road favorite over anybody in the whole wide world.
I haven't seen either. I saw the number and I thought, well, the coach that I thought was at Sam Houston's at Temple taking on Jeff Traylor, so I don't know what they're. And New Mexico State, in my mind, has always been a tackling dummy.
Well, Diego Pavia not showing up for New Mexico State today.
Coming over the hill.
Total on that one is 53.5. So there you have it, friends.
I think Puka's got more than 8 catches in him tonight.
I do.
I do too.
I think they are just spamming him, and there's not really much of an answer. Yeah, I think that Puka's going to have another. He's been great every single game so far. Now, especially on these games, I always warn this on these standalone games. Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football. If you like higher, if you like overs, you're paying a premium. You need to understand that, especially on star players.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this game isn't loaded with star players. Puka, I guess Puka and McCaffrey are as close as they come. I like them both tonight anyway, but I'm taking both of those wagers, understanding I am being taxed for
paying a premium.
Yeah, because everybody wants to play on these games. And sometimes that's the easiest way to do it. And they're always going to make you – nobody likes playing unders. It sucks.
Well, I'm going to play under on the rushing yards and over on the run yards for Christian. That's the only one I'm going to go under on. I'm going to go over on passing with Stafford, and I'm going to take more than 8 catches for Puka.
Okay.
That's going to be my bet for the evening.
Well, I hope we're both successful.
And let's all get free hamburgers tomorrow.
And if we don't win them, we'll just burgle them.
We will. We'll burgle them. Or maybe Vic will win a scratcher.
Yeah. Something.
No, I play on Saturday.
Oh,
something's coming our way. All right, friends, that does it for us. Blitz comes up at 2. We'll do this all over again tomorrow on a Football Friday.